Okay. Is everyone ready? I'll start a recap. And then we'll get into this weird, wacky session that I've planned. Alright. So last session started off with Volo taking Talos to get healed after being feeble-minded by Dr. Fate. He took you guys all to the Umbral Sanctum, where the ruling council, the Velethar Covenant, governs the Drow people. Here you saw Matron Mother Ironbane Ray giving her final judgment to the Drow who was in charge of killing or capturing Francisco's father, and fucked up. He was beheaded on the spot in front of our party, and his fellow soldiers were dismissed to be given other assignments. It was then that you saw the twin mirrors of Nathrandal and the 12 thrones that make up the Velethar Covenant, which circled around the mirrors. You were then told about the mirrors, and that the Covenant wanted you to stare into each of them to be judged worthy of being their ambassadors with the Fray. It was not mandatory, but more of a suggestion. Major Mother Yanel then told you about each mirror. The Mirror of Unforgiving Shadows is a relic of judgment used by the Drow of the Underdark to unearth the sins of those who dare stand before it. The Mirror of Forgotten Truths, which will unveil what has been lost. Francisco, Sabryn, and Talos were the only ones that wanted to look, and Francisco did go first. First were the Mirror of Unforgiven Shadows that showed you your first murder as a young lad. But it was the Mirror of Forgotten Truths that things got a little quiet. You were shown a memory again at a younger age, playing in the sand with your mother at your side. With tears streaming down your face of this memory, it hit you quite hard, and you bolted out the door in a brief fit of short-term madness. The Drow looked at both and deemed you worthy. Sabryn was next, and the first mirror showed her going home for the first time after emerging from the Underdark when she was reborn, and not telling her family she was still alive. All you did was look through the window and decided to let them all think you were still dead. The second mirror showed you getting rescued by the Drow from that large piece of obsidian after being stuck inside of it for 10 years. As you were placed on a stretcher, your very first wild magic surge went off, and everyone saw a small obsidian imp appear in front of you, smile, and then enter your body. The Drow deemed you worthy after an odd glance at each other. Talos was next, and things got bloody. The first mirror showed Talos as he was before when he was first constructed, as a killing machine. They saw you wade through bodies left and right, slaughtering everything and anyone in your path with a large greatsword that they watched you create. As you came out of this memory, you felt something get hot on your arm, and the mirror had branded you an enemy of the Drow. The council all looked at you with trepidation and just shook their heads. The matron mother then took you by the hand and guided you to the other mirror. Here, it showed Talos at the Lunarn Sanctuary, helping students with their questions and guiding them to books that they were looking for. You were rebuilt at this time and had no memory of who you were before. Unfortunately, the Drow deemed you not worthy, and the brand on you will leave you under a permanent Zone of Truth spell anytime you are near a Drow. From here, you met the council and were told that you can stay the night and head out in the morning. Francisco went and had a nice time with Janet and Annabelle in her room, and learned a few things about her new contract with the Drow. She learned all about your mom. Tooth wandered away from all this and went off to find Biggs and Wedge to do some quality fishing. His map took him to an old mining shaft where he was placed in a mining cart and then had the ride of his life going up and down some rickety rails before finally getting to the bottom of the mountain near the ocean. Here he found his friends and a few others fishing in a small river. They were then immediately almost attacked by some Umber Hulks that smashed their way out of the rocks. The fight was dirty, and they did lose one of their friends, named Doran, in the process, but instead of worrying about a funeral in true Durgar fashion, they propped him up against a rock, put a beer in one hand, fishing rod in the other, Tooth cast Speak of Dead on him, put a sign up near him saying, "Don't ask me any questions," and went back fishing, because Doran's wife is a bitch, and they didn't want to deal with that. That's where our session ended. That was a fun session. So, we are pretty much starting off back in the room with Francisco, Janet, and Annabelle. Francisco, can I please have a perception roll?
Nat 20.
Beautiful. I'm sending you a link, sir.
Okay. Let me go to Discord.
Yep. Near you on the side, there's a little small table that literally has in front of you a very old book. Volo's Guide to Children's Stories, Drow Edition. The book itself will outline how, even from a young age, Drow's children's stories guide their path in life. Each story has its own meaning that Drow children must learn before their parents stop telling them said story. Only when they learn the meaning, then and only then will the book be put aside for the next generation. Each house has their own stories. This book has all of them. Some of the stories are from before your ancestors came to Lunara, when they were under the control of their old goddess Lolth. Inside is one of you inside is one of you to read to Janet, please. I will add more later when I have time to write them. This one took me 3 days at my sister's.
Yeah.
You can also tell everyone who wrote the book and the date on the book, please.
Yep. I'm just going to read everything as written.
Mm-hmm.
Volo's Guide to Children's Stories, Drow Edition. The Spider Who Sang Too Loud, by Matron Mother Yonel Bainray, 1484 DR. For children of the Underdark ages, infant until they learn. In a cavern far below the stone and soil of the surface, where the webs hang like curtains and the air smells of moss and blood, lived a tiny spider with 8 bright eyes and a voice as clear as a silver bell. She lived alone at the edge of a noble matron's manor, spinning little lullabies for herself as she wove her web. Her songs were soft like silk sliding over skin, and every night her voice grew louder. The Driders paused to listen, the goblins held their breath. Even the priestesses paused at their scrolls. Drawn by the beauty of her song, "I am the greatest singer in all the Underdark," the spider boasted one day. "I shall sing for Lolth herself." And so, she did. She sang until her voice echoed through the deep tunnels. She sang until it reached the demon web pits. She sang until the Spider Queen stirred. Lolth looked down with 1,000 burning eyes and said nothing. But the next night, when the spider opened her mouth to sing, no sound came out. Not a hum, not a whisper. Only a strand of web pulled tight across her lips. Now she spins in silence. Her voice, stolen and scattered, is said to drift in echoes through the farthest caves. And if you ever hear a spider hum in your sleep, be sure to keep your praises quiet, for Lolth does not share her stage. Sleep now, little one, and remember, even beauty must bow. When your child is able to talk, they must tell you this moral word for word. And that's in parentheses.
That's a fucked up story, Francisco.
I didn't write it.
No, but, like, that's for children?
Apparently.
That's what they think's for... Jeepers.
I mean, I don't know. If I had to guess,
things were weird here, but not... That's for infants?
I mean, it's like any other story to teach whatever lesson. You know, if I had to guess, I would say that the lesson...
maybe ages 7 and up.
7 and
From birth?
but it says infant. I mean, Ben's infant start.
Right here?
This is infant. I thought this was baby.
Same thing. We're gonna have to learn more about these people. Your people,
Yeah.
I should say.
Okay. Now
The
look here. Let's
contract.
not stretch. Let's not stretch it here. I told you.
I know, but like, that's even off-putting for me.
Yeah, and it's almost like I told you.
I know. That's fine. We have.
I don't know.
There's others. There's so many other stories. Like, anyway, I got a great children's author right now. I'll introduce you to her when I can. She's great.
I think I know of one actually. So AJ can't remember Sabryn's. Is it Sabryn's sister?
The pen name is Kit Grace.
Yeah. So that's what Francis is going to say. Like, yeah, Kit Grace seems to be pretty popular.
Oh, have you met her?
No, we have a
Yes,
mutual
you have.
acquaintance.
You have met her. You went to her house and had dinner with her. Yep.
That's right.
Sabryn had a lovely wild magic search where a fog cloud went out and she stole some pictures.
That's right. Yeah, I've met her once.
Oh yeah, you're right. Your home's the neighbor, right? Okay, thank you. Sorry, it's been a bit. Yeah, her. She's quite good. I haven't seen her in a bit. And well, certain things she's not where she's moved, but that's fine. This is weird. Anyway, I'm only gonna stay a few more days here. When are you guys heading out? Tomorrow? Tonight?
I think either today or tomorrow. What time is it? I don't know.
Right now, you had a semi-busy morning, but it was a fairly... I'd say you're probably pushing dinner.
Okay, then yeah, we'll probably be heading out
Okay.
after breakfast or something.
You can stay here with me if you want. Baby, she's going to cry all night, though, so that's up to you. You can stay at the inn. I think they have something set aside for you guys, I would assume.
I'll stay here.
Yeah, okay. Well, shit, that's a weird book. That Volo guy, he came in like the first day I was here and gave it to me. I don't know. I don't know. He seemed, I don't know, he signed it. So that's a win-win. I guess if he dies, maybe it'll be worth something. It's old. I don't know, he said it's one of a kind that really didn't sell. So, I was going to say no. He's a big guy. He's huge. Plus, I think he's important. I haven't heard a lot about him. Did you meet him?
Yeah, he's some sort of record keeper, and he runs a newspaper, and he's a nerd.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand the meaning of what you just sent me, sorry.
That was for what the moral of the story was.
Oh, no, the moral is on there. That's the part you don't read. Once they're, like, old enough, the one that says, pretty much, let me bring back up here. One sec.
Oh, okay. Well, Francisco told me that.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Like, she's young. And this is for Drow. Even beauty must bow. That's the moral that they will have to figure out on their own.
Okay.
Yeah. Until they learn that they're technically, like, subjects of Lolth back then, they get that story told to them every day.
Gotcha.
Yep. But yeah,
so I mean, I was right.
There's at least like 100 good stories in there, at least. Like pretty much like 25 from each house, main house. There'd be a couple stories from like the lesser houses, but for Volo at the time when he was writing it, the lesser houses were not part of something he cared about or had time for, or was allowed to learn about.
I expect the other 49 tomorrow.
I had 2 or 3 others in the mix. Like there's stories, there's poems. It's like it's a mixed bag of just like children's stories. Some of them are illustrated. That one would have been illustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like the book is fairly big, and you can tell like this thing's been read a lot to someone at some point. It's well used.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is definitely a first edition Volo's Guide.
I'm gonna borrow this for a little bit too.
Like, yeah. I can get it copied for you. I'm sure he's got a couple others, but please do. If you want to learn them, that'd be great. I don't have time to read them. They're not really my cup of tea, but
yeah,
maybe you'll learn something more about your history.
Yeah, I'll pick and choose what we can read.
Mellow it down a little.
Maybe.
I don't know. Let's wait until she can at least, babble.
I didn't get anything read to me like this.
Not even from Mom? She didn't tell you any stories?
Just that Dad was a Drow.
Well,
that and following Drow religion, kind of.
Yeah, they're a weird one too. I don't know. Like, you teach their own. Like, it's not really my thing. Like, sure, the family is, but like me, it's my religion's my work. And now, well, her. But thanks to you, I'm now part of this family, so I'm going to have to learn, aren't I? That's fine. Well, at least
you're not. Well, we're not married.
I understand, but still, it's
so technically,
still the mother of
you can tell them no. You can tell them no. We're not married. Tell them no.
It's not that. It's more for her than me.
Yeah, because he's her who she needs to end up being like.
I don't know. I'm trying to smooth things over.
Yeah, they tried to kill me for being a half-drow, right?
Yeah, from what I'm told and what from you told me, that's just part of their culture.
Yeah, so you think that never?
No, I understand where you're coming from, but I don't know. I feel like I need to be nice, at least at the beginning. Once they learn the true me, things will change. Wait till she meets Daddy Dearest.
She already knows me.
She didn't meet my daddy. He has a few issues of his own that she might not like, but we'll deal with that then. Goes with the job. And we have a big job ahead of us, oh my. If you end up hearing from good old Porthos before me, please tell him to contact me.
Okay.
Thank you. He's not answering. Not that I can send him anything without help, but hey.
Now, let me ask you this, Brandon, just for kicks and giggles. Now, I read that story out loud. Annabelle didn't seem to like it. But did
give me a performance roll, please?
Did Janet go to sleep to it? Did it lull her into a nap?
If you remember, when you came out of the mirror, you have 24 hours at disadvantage for all charisma checks and saves.
Ooh, I already forgot. Thank you.
So this is going to be.
So let me roll this with disadvantage,
please.
That's a dirt.
You still have a great roll anyway. Like your bonus is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a dirty 20.
Okay. She was already asleep in this. Like pretty much like if she could snore at this age, she'd be snoring at this age.
Okay. They can snore at that age.
Snore?
Yeah, baby snore.
Some do. My niece does, but like not. It's just a small one. But yeah. She's also like looking at you and going, "It's 5 o'clock. Like nap time. That's fine. I'll be up all night. Oh, that's okay." I try to keep her up around here, but that's fine. Weird. Yeah, weird day. Weird few days. But I did tell her I'd give her a week, and today's day 3 or 4. Brandon can't remember. So I'm here for a few more. Yeah, don't know. This is new. I think she's giving me a nanny full time. So that'll keep Jubilee away from bothering me? And get her back maybe doing something else? I don't know. She hasn't been able to do her job since Jana was born, so she's been our guardian for the most part, but she does have her own things to do. So if they give me someone, I'm assuming they're going to be a spy, but a very good one. I don't know. I'll see. The honor guard's going to be nice, but I don't know. I can't bring them home. I don't know. I'll have to find somewhere to... I don't know. I'm going to have to find a place to stay where I can have them. I don't know. I'll work it out. I'll maybe try and get somewhere halfway between home and here. Anyway, on a good note, though, they can build me anything I need. That's more people I can make do stuff for me, so I'm happy about that.
Whatever you want.
I know. That's the joys of being me. I always get what I want. Now.
Okay.
And eventually she's going to need dinner. So, do you want to eat before her?
Yeah. Sure. She's sleeping.
Okay, good. All right. What is Talos and Sabryn doing? You guys would have just finished... you're still technically in the Umbral Sanctum, whether or not you want to leave there. Francisco, it's been about like an hour and a half since he never came back. So what would you two like to do after you went through and met everybody? What is on your mind? What do you want to do? For you, it'd be like 4 o'clock right now for you and Talos. So what's the rest of your day? You guys were at the top.
Observatory or something?
Yeah, that's where you currently are. Sorry, that's right. You were at the observatory at the top. You guys were pretty much R&Ring, and Helga is currently naked in a hot tub.
Yeah, I was definitely also in the hot tub.
Yeah. Okay.
Not naked, but in the hot tub.
Oh, yeah, she stripped. You definitely won't see Tooth for a while. Yeah. So we'll start with Talos. Last we left Talos, you were trying to scrub a invisible rune that mark or brand that is currently on your hand. You can't see it anymore, but you know it's there.
I don't know. I think Talos would just go around distracting himself just by watching what's going on. Watching people watching, essentially, yeah.
People watching, okay. There's not a lot going up by here, but I'll take a perception roll, please.
Come on.
18, okay. 18 is enough, even with your passive, you catch a few things. It's pretty much you and your crew. There's a few other visiting dignitaries maybe, or people that look like they don't belong here. Up here pretty much doing the same thing as you, resting, relaxing. There'd be the odd elf, the odd human, the odd gnome. For the most part, you'd be able to tell that it's a lot of Duergar and deep gnomes that are up here doing most of the labor work. There are a few Drow guards flitting through here and there, but you could be able to tell that this place is kind of made to be not run by the Drow. This is for other people who want to get away from Drow culture. This is a little different than anything, yeah. And you're definitely being looked at, because you are a sight to behold for most people. And your names have now been plastered all over the newspapers.
That's always the case, wherever we go.
Yes. But no one's really coming up to approach you. It seems like they're all doing their own thing.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying some watching. That's it.
Okay. At some point, like near when most people go to bed up there, you will get a quick sending from Volo asking you to visit him at some point before you leave Nathrandal. He has something for you, and he hopes you're doing better.
Cool.
Sabryn, what you doing? Other than enjoying some R&R in a hot tub with the stars right above you on the top of a mountain that you can tell is like minus 40 up there, but it's a nice 30 degrees in here.
Okay, Canada, calm down. I don't know what those numbers mean.
That's fine. It's cold up there, but they're keeping this area nice and warm. But
by the way, someone, my girlfriend was watching the Strixhaven stream this morning.
Nice.
As soon as you started talking, they texted me and said, he's Canadian. Like, yeah.
Love it.
They were like, as soon as he opened his mouth.
Oh, that's great. I don't hear it, but I'm glad other people do.
Apparently. I think just relax in the tub for a little bit because it's been a while since we've had anything like that, and then maybe find like a spot to just like quietly work on my recorder if it doesn't seem like it's going to be disruptive.
No, there's definitely like this place. You'd find like lots of little hidden gem places to hide in. This place has like everything you're gonna need. So if you need like your own room to just meditate or relax in, you definitely find that.
Yeah, I think just a little corner to practice in. Not like hiding, but just so I'm out of the way so it's not bothering anyone. But it's been a minute since I played, so.
Okay. I will take a performance roll, please. And a perception roll while you're doing it, please.
Sure. Okay. Performance. Terrible. 9.
Okay. Perception roll.
Perception. Just awful. 11.
Okay, never mind.
Eh. That's it.
Okay. How
That's all
long
I'm doing.
are you going to practice for?
Well, it's not going well, so probably a while.
Okay.
Unless it seems like, well, I guess I'm not really noticing anyone, so.
No.
I mean, we said it's only like 4, right?
Yeah.
Maybe till like, I don't know, 7.
Okay, that works. I will take another performance roll and perception then near the end of your session. Yeah.
Wow, just fucking awful.
Mm-mm.
Oh, wait, I can't roll once.
Nope, thankfully.
Okay. Well, the performance is just shit.
Okay.
It's a 10. So I can't roll over a 3.
Oh, okay.
Perception, however, is actually really good. 17, 18, 22.
Okay. In the room you are, you'd be able to tell, like, as the light gets dimmer and dimmer, there's a lot of shadows in the area. Mm-hmm. And your shadow isn't moving how it should be. It's definitely, like, moving on its own, and you'd be able to tell it's pointing and laughing at you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, silently, you almost hear, like, a little giggle. And then it goes back to your shadow like normal.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really paid attention to my shadow before.
Okay. What would you have done as soon as you seen, like, it just down to the corner of your eye, like, almost, like, pointing at you and, like, doing a whole bunch of weird things that your hands are not doing?
I probably would have just looked around to see if there was anyone else in there that was, like, making it look like it was me, but it was someone else's.
Nope. It's you. And, like, almost before it goes back to normal, you get a...
Can I make like a Arcana check on the room and see if it's like a feature of something
by all
up
means.
here or something?
Yep.
Well, I rolled a 3, so it's a 15.
Oh, okay.
Jesus
The
Christ.
15's enough. You'd get hints that like all the lights on the sconces are like ever-burning lights.
Mm-hmm.
So they'd be magical. So that's really all you'd get. There's nothing else in here, just the odd sconce. It's definitely an ever-burning light that never goes out. Like it'll dim with the time, get brighter if you need it. Like it's almost as if they feel the mood in the room.
Right. I leave.
Okay.
And see if it follows me.
Your normal shadow follows you.
Do I know where Talos went? Is he still up here?
He would just be probably milling around on his own. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Talos?
Oh, sorry. Mm-hmm. And it almost got smaller, your shadow, by a little bit.
Everything okay?
Have you been in any of the rooms over here?
No, not much. Don't think I have. I think I've been mostly over exploring these. Why, you find something?
I don't know. I was practicing and it wasn't going great, but I don't think that was the room. I think that was just me. It's been a while. But then my shadow was being kind of mean, and I don't really know what it was doing, and I wasn't doing the things that it was doing, but I didn't see anything else in the room. Have you seen anything like that?
I've not seen anything like that.
Okay.
Can
I look at Talos' shadow?
Talos has no shadow. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, Talos is going to walk into the room where she was practicing and just sort of stand there.
No change.
Don't know what...
Room's got a nice little echo.
Yeah, fine for me.
I'm not sure. Maybe, do you think that you could just, I don't know, while we're here, if you're on watch or something later, just see if the shadow is back, like when it gets darker? Because I don't want to, I'm not going to stay in there, but just maybe if it's following me or something, I don't know.
Okay.
It was really weird. I didn't like it. It was kind of mean.
Yeah, you got, I'll take an insight check. I should have asked for that.
Me?
Yeah, when it happened.
Okay. I hate all my days.
Okay. Never mind. What's your passive insight?
Well, no, it's not that bad. It's just terrible.
Well, with you, anything under 22 is terrible.
It was a 16, but my passive is 19.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely got a hint that something was... That was mean.
Yeah, it was mean. Shadows, they're supposed to be like a light reflecting off or bouncing off of you, right? It's supposed to be like a shadow of you, sort of, maybe? Is that how they
that's
work?
a circular definition, but yes.
Yeah. Maybe they're opposite here, or something's making it opposite. I don't know. I don't think I was just seeing things, but...
The issue of places imbued with so much magic. Impossible to know what's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, that's true. We've never been here, so maybe that's just a thing. I tried to look at the room. I didn't see anything like specific doing it.
At some point, you're gonna have Helga come in. She's only half dressed about now. What's wrong? I can feel you pouting and whining.
I don't know. My shadow is mean to me.
Oh.
I don't know.
Does that happen with you?
No.
Do you want me to hit it?
Kinda.
Okay. Where was it at the time? Like, right there?
In there.
Yeah. Well, let's go in there. She's gonna grab her axe.
Okay. Let's go see if it's doing something. I'll go back in.
Okay.
And look at it and see if it's doing anything.
Okay.
Just start making like gestures and see if it's copying me.
Everything is pretty much the same, and she's just going to tell you to hold still.
Okay.
And she swings really, really hard against this rock, and your shadow moves the fuck out of the way.
See, I don't think it's supposed to do that.
It's not supposed to do that.
I don't think it's supposed to do that. Why are you doing that? I just yell at it.
You get nothing back. Other than the fact it, like, slowly inches its way and, like, almost does an outline of the axe in the wall.
Okay. Can I turn the ever-burning lights all the way up?
Yeah. Yeah, all you gotta do,
Slip
like,
around.
yeah, this is the type of room that you just, if it senses you need more light, you get more light. Yeah, pretty much, like, almost immediately, like, your shadow just goes to, like, a little thin stream.
Try and hit it. See if it's still there.
This is weird. Like, she spits in her hands and goes, all right, you little bastard. Maybe this is, yeah, she, like, immediately tries to hit it, and it just, like, ever so slightly just moves out of the way. What the hell, Sabryn?
I didn't do it.
It's not. Like, she goes up and tries to, like, kick it, and it moves out of the way of her foot.
I try to step on it.
It's, you step on
moves
it,
out of the way of me.
and it's, like, almost as if it detaches from your foot at the same time you try to step on it. It's almost like you're like a cat chasing a laser.
Why? Why is it?
Is
Tell
it like
us,
it
do you
dodges?
know what this is?
Is it like it dodges the actual object or the shadow of the object?
The actual object. Like, if you try to put
So
your
just-
shadow over top of it, doesn't bother it.
Talos looks really confused.
Right? Like, that's not supposed to happen.
Then all of you just hear,
No.
like, a loud and then your shadow goes back to normal.
See? What?
She hits it again, and it just hits your shadow and doesn't move.
What is that?
I think you're just being bullied by your shadow.
Is that little in the mirror? That little thing? What was that?
Yep, no.
Why now? Maybe because it's known?
And it's just
This
in
is-
there being mean to me?
I don't know, Sabryn. I don't know. Have it go. Maybe have someone look at it.
Maybe I should try to talk to it?
I don't know.
Like, inside?
Talking to yourself is a little weird.
I know.
Apparently,
I mean,
it
I've
can be
done
quite healthy.
worse. Yeah. It's usually when it talks back that's
Oh,
concerning.
that's right. It's when you speak out loud to yourself. I think that's the weird one. And have arguments with yourself. I think that's... As long as you're not doing that, we're fine.
Okay. I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
Okay. Sit back just a little bit, and if nothing happens, then nothing happens, but maybe... Okay, I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna, like, cross my legs, and I'm gonna pull out one
She's
of
got
the
her
pieces
axe,
of
like,
obsidian that I
waiting.
re-got.
She's
at
literally
the,
waiting with her axe.
the laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna, like, dim the lights
Mm-hmm.
so that it's more shadowy in here. And I'm gonna, like, stare at the obsidian really hard and try and picture the weird imp thing that I saw.
Okay.
In the memory.
Yep.
And try to, like, force a surge to see if it'll, like, pop out or something.
Oh, okay. I'll
Yeah.
take... Just give me a straight charisma check.
Okay.
You want low.
Oh? Charisma check.
Yeah. Just like a
Okay.
D20 and add your charisma bonus.
Nope, not low. The only one that I don't roll under a 3 on. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Okay. With a 23, you're staring at a piece of obsidian. You're too nice to it.
Nope,
trying.
I guess not.
With your insight, you almost like get the feeling maybe you're trying too hard. And this is something that maybe will have to happen naturally on its own.
None of this is natural.
Nope.
I don't like it being mean to me.
Well,
Sword.
it's... Hi.
Hi.
Who are we killing today? We have
I don't know, but there's a weird shadow.
We have a few new names on our list, I believe. Which one are we going for next?
I don't know, but
I am
just
bored.
Maybe there's a weird shadow that was being mean to me. I'm not sure if it's something we can even hit, but
I saw that.
yeah, right. It was rude.
Why don't you let me try?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll summon it.
Okay. I will take an attack roll
Stab.
on your shadow, please.
Just stab the ground. Ugh, terrible. Oh, I forgot I had a good bonus.
You do.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You see your shadow try to move, but it's part of you, and you're basically like trying to attack yourself, and you feel this thing like dig in and draw blood. Can you roll me damage, please, and take it yourself?
Sure. Let's do that. Okay, I don't have any of my stuff up, so it's just the D8.
Okay.
Well,
You take 12 slashing damage. And you almost hear yourself
Ow.
in your own voice go, "Ow. Why'd I do that?"
you want to come out and talk now? I'll do it again. I'm very reckless.
You get absolutely zero response.
But at least it worked.
Yeah, and like where
It worked when I stabbed myself.
exactly like where you stabbed yourself, that's where you're cut on your own self body. Yeah. Like it's almost the shadows mirroring you.
It hurt.
Your good old sword just goes, interesting. I don't sense anything different in you, but I have a feeling I'm not the first one to make a pact with you.
I don't know anyone else.
Interesting.
But I guess... I mean, can you make a pact with something and then forget you made it? Or something?
You were stuck in a piece of obsidian, according to your memories. Anything weird can happen. Has happened to you.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm here.
Yeah, but I like you.
Yeah.
It's mean to me. You're nice. You let me stab things.
But do we need to put your own name on top of our list now?
Maybe we do it in, like, reverse. Maybe my name backwards or something.
Interesting.
I don't know. We'll workshop it. But for now, at least it's good to know that if it's getting out of hand, we can stab it.
Yes.
Okay.
But... Try not to do it when you're already injured.
Well, I am. Okay.
I'd hate for somebody else to have to pick me up. I already have a list.
Yeah.
I don't need a new
It'd be
list.
a lot of work.
I like your list. Lists are great.
Yeah.
When can we
Alright,
leave
we'll work
this
on it.
place?
I think tomorrow.
Good.
Yeah. Then we're headed to see some druids. But after that,
Druid
after
blood.
that, I think we're
Very
gonna have to
nice.
go see some pirates about some stuff. So I'm pretty sure we can stab them.
Ah, beautiful. I am
Yeah,
bored.
Okay. All right, soon.
Extremely bored. And like, as soon as you try to get rid of it, it's like a half a second delay more than usual.
Because he's bored.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep. But you are now bleeding.
Yeah. That's okay. We'll Okay, so that was weird. All right.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Talos, did you learn anything from this?
I'll take an Arcana roll, please, Talos.
Okay.
Yep.
Just checking. That conversation you had, that was in your mind, right?
Yes.
Or did we just get? So we didn't just get half a conversation.
That out loud.
Oh, okay. Then
Thought so.
you heard her talking to nothing. Other than she's staring at her sword that's covered in her own blood.
Yeah, I'm 100% talking to it out loud.
Ooh, 23 Arcana. A 23 Arcana for you being a wizard. There's definitely something... I won't say wrong about this, but she's definitely had something attach itself onto her. And it's not letting go without a fight. And currently the fight is her own life.
Well...
would you like a wild magic surge to go off when you did that and got hurt? I'm thinking yes.
I was trying to make one go off and it didn't, so I don't think one would go off when I was trying to do something unrelated
I like that.
to my wild
Yeah, that's
magic.
fine. I'm okay with that. Yep.
Yeah.
I was thinking more when you were upset, when it was making fun of you. I meant to ask there, but I forgot.
I think next time, because if one had gone off, I wouldn't have tried to force one to go off.
Okay, I like that.
Right,
yep.
so
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think next time.
Cool. Yeah, you're gonna see like Helga like quite a few times like gently tap your shadow with her axe instead of smashing.
Still trying to stab it. Yeah. Valid.
Every time I wake up, I'm gonna hit it once, just with the flat of the blade, just because I'd rather not have to hurt you. Because now I know. Like, yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that sword in your hand at some point too. That you're talking out loud.
He's nice. Yeah.
I didn't hear anything though.
List.
Right. You understand that that's a little crazy talk to Tooth and Talos and I? Right? We just had this conversation about speaking out loud, and now you're speaking out loud.
Well, Talos said sometimes it was good.
That didn't seem good. Well, you had a conversation.
Usually.
Yeah.
You had a football conversation.
If you were in the middle of a crowd, or the matron mother and the Drow at the time that happened, when we're doing something important, ambassador stuff, and you just started blurting out something to something you summoned in your hand, you know how that could look.
Well, he's here for protection and also a little bit of murder, but only when I need it.
Me too. But
yeah.
Well, that's true. I talk to you. I know. This is true. I can talk to you in your head, and sometimes
weird. Yeah.
No.
I talk in my head.
Yeah, that's true. And you answer out loud. Okay. Yep. I'm talking. Okay.
I summoned you. I summoned the sword. You both talk in my head. Is it?
Well, you're gonna have to introduce me then. See if we can have a nice three-way conversation at some point.
Oh,
get on the same page.
That's an interesting question. Later. He's bored now.
Yeah, Brandon doesn't know if that would work either, so we'll figure that out.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Anyways, what do you think, Talos?
If I had to make an educated guess, do you remember the mirror? I say, do you remember it was just happened?
Yeah, it was like 2 hours ago. Yeah.
Definitely wasn't weeks ago.
No.
Yeah, and the obsidian-looking creature attached itself to you.
Yeah, I didn't remember any of that. I was very unconscious still at the time. It took me a little while to wake up after getting out.
And from what we saw in the mirror, it didn't look like any of the people that helped you get out saw it. So I'm wondering if it was hidden up until now, and now it knows it's out.
Well, the sword seems to think I might have already made a deal with something, but I definitely don't remember doing it. But I was pretty out of it at the time, so it's possible I don't remember most of what happened in the Obsidian.
Wait,
but...
you made a deal with a sword?
You just said that out loud.
Yeah, but it thinks I already had made a deal before I made the deal with him.
Yeah, apparently
Sure, okay.
Talos, the sword, is sentient and talks to her. I've been getting that
His name's
feeling.
Blackheart.
That
Remember the talk we had at the cart from the sanctuary to the tower about not just any magical items? We check them first.
all right. He talked
Okay,
to
but
me when
I
I picked
had
him up,
this
didn't he?
one before.
I forgot
So
about that.
it's technically before our agreement about items and stuff.
That's right. I picked him
I
up and he
picked him
started
up when we were fighting
Z.
Z.
That's right, because you gave it to
was at the
Helga
bar.
first, and then decided to
Yeah.
keep it yourself. So she would have actually had a conversation with him. It's just she probably completely forgot because he forced it out of
Yeah,
her.
it was inconsequential.
I don't know, Talos. He seems to be helping, but I
He is
don't
helping.
know.
I can fight stuff up close now without so much.
You still
concern.
shouldn't. You're not great at it yet.
I'm
You're not. You're squishy.
working on it.
Yes, working. We have lots of work to do. You're better at talking and staying back there with me in front of you. That's my job.
Stay at the back with me.
Yes.
Much safer.
Yeah. And if you get her killed, Talos, I will end you.
Well, it's not
Oh, I
Talos'
assumed.
fault. I want to stab
Good.
things sometimes,
Well, yeah, in our line of work.
and he
that...
really wants to stab things. It's
Okay,
like his whole
well,
deal.
as long as it's not you again, or any of us, that's fine.
Yeah, that was interesting. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Are you going to stop the bleeding, or are you just going to let it heal on its own?
Well, I was just gonna leave it for the night. 'Cause it's kind of late, and
Oh.
we're not really doing anything. But
Well, then
I
at
mean,
least
I
let's
can-
go
I
back
guess
in
I
the
can
bath
fix
and
it.
wash it out. Just fix your clothing. It's good clothing.
oh yeah, that I'll mend that.
Yeah. This place is
Yeah,
weird,
but-
and I want out.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't.
Nothing
But,
really
yeah,
good has
no.
happened since we got here.
I guess
Well, we got our signature at least. We're almost done.
True.
that is true.
Kaga next.
Yeah, and then we gotta figure out what's going on with that guy.
Has she met Kaga?
Ooh, no. The
I
last time we saw
don't-
Kaga was when she dropped us off
She
in
dropped
the
you off
woods,
before you got her?
which is before we got her, but
Yeah,
I don't
you
think
have-
we've seen her since.
No. Nope. No, she hasn't met Helga yet. Okay,
No.
perfect. All right. So, after that little bit of fun, what does the rest of you guys want to do? Did you want to see Volo tonight, Talos, or tomorrow?
Probably tonight.
Okay.
And I'll see if Sabryn wants to come along.
Okay.
Beautiful. Okay. While you guys are doing that, Francisco. Around when it's time for you guys to go to bed, like I'm thinking like 8 or like 9 p.m. You've had dinner, you've had a little bit of time. You eventually are you going to stay there the rest of the night, or are you going to go out and mingle a little with anybody?
I mean, I'll probably see where the nerds are at.
Okay. Then I'll say at some point you run into them pretty much where your Vardo is on their way to go see Volo.
Okay.
Okay.
No. Hey, here.
Are you feeling better? Are you okay? You ran off kind of quick.
Yeah, I'm fine. Here, I'm going to toss her the nursery rhyme book.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, you'd be able to tell it is old, and it does say Volo's Guide on it immediately. That'd be the first thing you notice. And it's all in Undercommon. So Francisco's learning, he read that in Undercommon. So it's a good thing he's been teaching. You're
Yeah.
the one who's been, you both have been learning. So
Yeah.
Francisco probably sputtered a few words because Brandon just remembered you were still learning Undercommon. But yeah, you managed to get your way through that book because you've been rolling pretty good for learning. So
Yeah.
I think we kind of agreed that we can like pretty easily read it now, but
Yeah.
pronouncing it out loud is markedly worse.
Mine was the other way
Yeah,
around.
his was the other way. He
You
couldn't read and
speak it
write.
better
Yeah, he
than
could speak
read
it, but he couldn't read
Yeah.
and write.
We're
I learned
the
to
opposite
speak,
of
but then
that,
learn to read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but between Ben and Talos, you have been picking up a lot. Perfect. So at some point, yeah, the three of you all meet up and you go to where you know Volo is in his room. When you knock, the door automatically opens for you. And inside is Volo and good old matron mother Yanel sitting at a table drinking tea. Ah, you made it. You all look semi-refreshed. Good times, I assume?
Yep.
One of you looks a little upset, but that's fine. Talos, are you doing okay?
I am doing much better.
Good. Well, the matron mother is just like smiling at all of you. Just, would you guys like some tea? It's quite good. I find it helps soothe you and help you get to sleep. Instead of alcohol, even though some of you prefer drinking yourselves to sleep. I prefer tea. But if you'd like something hard, I can get something for you.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Yes, she like
I
pretty
don't
much
sleep,
just...
but I'll take both.
Interesting. Right. Forgot about that. But yeah, she pretty much just like calls someone and someone like brings just... She's going to like have a tray of options for you. So it's like any type of drink you want is on this tray. And she's just going to leave you the tray.
Trash. Trash.
I'll take like
Trash.
a tea and a vodka and make like a bastardized version of like a
Okay.
like a Long Island or something.
Okay.
You keep
A
calling them
hard
trash.
Earl Grey.
Hard
Yeah,
Earl
it's
Grey.
disgusting. It's not good. Yeah.
I'll throw Francisco a critical look. You keep calling them trash, but you keep finishing them.
And drinking the same one next.
Shut up.
Anyway, during this, Volo, he's going to look at Talos. I was talking to Yanel. We have both agreed you guys are all going to be busy. And, well, he's going to hand you a scroll. This is a scroll. It's a teleportation scroll to his tower in Brax. Before you use it, please learn it. Before you use it, please let me know that you're going there, because my wards will kill you otherwise. I have a feeling the Drow are not going to let you to use their circle network, and you just have Matron Mother immediately go, they can't. I am sorry. Not yet. It is for emergency purposes only currently, until we can ascertain and, well, get back on track here. He's just going to shake his head. That's fine. You can use mine if you need. Feel free to use my tower anytime you need to, with calling me first. But beware, my steward that takes care of the place when I'm not there is very capable and knows if anything is gone missing. I will let him know about you, and if the rest of the people that Villain still wants to use it as their headquarters, it is a good spot. It is hidden out of the way, and no one else but them and you will have access.
Well, I thank you for the scroll. If anything does go missing, I'll look at the other two.
Yes.
I'll point you in probably the right direction.
I like the probably part.
Now that Talos, that's just not fair. That's not nice.
But
Wow.
accurate.
Yes. Anyway, I will tell Crixnix, Master Crixnix, that you have the ability to get there and back, and he's a little eccentric, but he is clever. I will tell you now, he is a kobold, just to let you know.
Master Christmas?
Master, please don't call him that. He will get angry. He is the steward of my tower and has been for quite a few years. you could say my non-drow apprentice. Master Crixnix the Kobold. He will conjure you up an image of Crixnix, and if I can find it here for you.
Yeah, show us the scholarly. Let us see it.
Yeah, I gotta find where I put it. Sorry, there's so many pictures. Which page did Brandon put them in? Under people? There he is. I will put it in our Discord, the main chat. That is his steward, a kobold wizard.
Nice hat.
Yes. He's finicky, but he's good at what he does. And mainly that's just keeping my tower intact and no one in it that's unwanted. But he can tell you more about that when and if you ever need it. I don't think you're going to need it right now, but learn it just in case. If you need, he's going to look over at the Matron Mother and go, if it's needed, call me. And I could probably get you here if needed, but I'd have to come get you first. I have not prepared my own circle here yet. Work in progress. It's going to take a while. The old one I destroyed because I didn't think I was ever going to be coming back here. Now, and the Major Mother is going to go, we left one as an emergency. We're going to have to get more. But for now, it's an emergency only. At this point, Francisco, while you guys are talking, in your head, you get the voice of one of your favorite people in the world, Valen. Found him. At the same time, the Matron Mother is getting the exact same message, but a little bit longer, and you see her just put her hand up. Ah. Right. Francisco. She's found your father.
I know.
She's asking permission to engage. Shall we let her?
No. That worked out really well last time.
She wasn't there. And that problem has been dealt with. She assures me she will not fail. Plus, she does say she can bring him in.
Okay, yeah. If she's gonna try bring him in alive, yeah.
Good. This is a good day. She's just gonna immediately go, do it. Can I have perception rolls from everyone, please?
Why?
Ooh, 22.
11.
Nice.
I'm still trying to follow my shadow like a cat with a laser. I'm just in a circle.
Nice.
Passive's 2 higher, so 21.
While this is all happening, as soon as she says do it, Tooth puts his hand up and goes, guys, I feel something.
Tooth is here?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. He would have caught up to you at some point because this is late.
We could say we all met at the bar now.
He is quite drunk, and he was telling you tales of battle and losing a friend, but mostly drinking, and he's got a couple fish with him. But he is
They can get
hammered.
so big.
Yeah, he is hammered and pretty much like drunkenly telling you the tale of what happened down there. Yeah. But he's the first one.
His hand up.
Yep.
Putting his hand up now, so it needs to be noticed. Look down.
Yeah. Guys.
Just don't see him.
No.
Sorry. Yeah.
He literally like puts his hand on the ground.
Uh-oh.
A deep echoing boom, followed by a rumble and a small earthquake ensues. you are going to have shards of debris fall all around you and hit some invisible shields above you. Can I have dex saves, please? From everybody.
It was just charisma things I had disadvantage on, right?
Yep.
Making sure.
Why? I hate this.
Talos got a 6.
Dice.
Dexterity save,
Spells,
21.
spells.
Okay. What'd you get,
9.
Sabryn? Okay. Talos and Sabryn, you both take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall and smash your head to the ground.
Ow.
Get up,
Hate
idiots.
ground.
The earthquake lasts for a good 5 minutes, rumbling this entire place to the ground. It feels like it's shaking everything. But you guys would tell that in the room that you currently are, there's not a lot of debris falling down, and it's hitting some sort of ward, and you just immediately see Volo look at the Matron Mother and go, "It's a good thing we worked on them when we first got here. We didn't think this place was that unstable. What is she doing?" Matron Mother is just like immediately right out the door, and you just hear her yelling for Lilith at the top of her lungs. What would you guys like to do as you pull yourself off your feet?
Talos, the orb.
Tooth has that.
Oh, Tooth. I thought it was Talos. Tooth, the orb.
Right. He immediately runs to the Vardo because he doesn't keep it on him. Goes outside. Do you follow him outside?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Outside, I'm not even going to make you roll. You see above you the same blue glow of some sort of shield over top of this place, so it doesn't happen again to them. It looks like whatever magic these guys have, they immediately shielded this place from earthquakes and falling debris. There's a pile of stuff that is currently falling and getting obliterated by some shield, and you can hear the panic of a couple thousand Drow miles underneath you where you currently are, all trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And you do see people that are on the edge of some of the cliffs fall off from the rumble.
Uh-oh.
You immediately have Lilith burst through the door when she hears the Matron Mother, pretty much by the time you guys hit the Vardo. And you just hear Yanel go, "Scry on the bitch," which you guys are going to do too. So, since Tooth's doing it, you see him pull out his hands, out the orb, and set it on the ground. And he's going to tell you in detail what he sees. He sees a Velen standing at pretty much she's walked into some sort of cave, and she can see hundreds of Drow emptying chests, and she's found his hideout. They're in the middle of unpacking. She also sees, Tooth also sees what he assumes to be your father. And as soon as that go happens, he says he sees Velen get bigger, skinnier, more skeletal. Her skin turns to some sort of, more like her zombie friends. She raises a hand and collapses the mountain on everybody, including herself. As the dust settles and the rumbling stops, he sees her raise a hand and create... She's inside a protective bubble. She then opens her hand, points it back outside, and bursts open another big open area where he sees about 60 ghouls, zombies, and skeletons waiting to rush in. And as the scry slowly fades, he hears her say, "Oh, Priences, guess who's back for revenge? And for your mother and your son's sake, I do hope you're still alive, but if not, I can fix that over and over and over." Then she screeches and starts blasting her way through. And then Tooth is dropped from the scry, and so is Lilith, which should not be possible for Lilith.
Make it work, Tooth.
It's not. She's not. One and done, Francisco. I can't get back in. She changed.
Do we know where that was?
Nope. Hard to tell.
All right, Francis is
She's-
go back to y'all now.
She's changed.
Lilith, you know where that was?
She's let her true nature shine. I'm so happy for her. Well, I'm assuming she just looks over at the orb that Tooth has and goes, interesting. I wish I had that. But it's yours. I will not take it from you. Yet. The smell of the sea and the position of the sun that I could see.
Didn't
North
really know
of
if he was going
Braxis?
up to Vexus.
North of Braxis, I'd say, along the coast. Maybe 2 hours north of your home, Francisco, where you were born. Some small little inlet. Looks like they beached a couple ships up there. From what I could pull out a little bit more than I think you could.
Well, he's
Ooh.
drunk. He's doing his best.
Yes, that's fine. I heard what happened down with him. He deserves to be drunk. Interesting. She's just gonna look at Matron Mother and go, the rumors were true. Interesting. She's then going to...
What rumors?
Villain's done a few things that she hasn't told a lot of people and not a lot of people know about, but that happens. I'm going to show you. Lilith is going to conjure an image of what Villain now looks like. In this form, anyway. Now put it where I put the kobold.
Scary.
Tooth could tell she was extremely happy to do this. Like giggling, cackling. She was having the time of her life. And she had the power to pull down a mountain. If Ben was here, I would have Ben do a wisdom save immediately right now, but we're not.
So
Your grandmother's pretty much just going. Looked like it worked. I don't like her methods, but results are what I want, and she gets results when she actually puts her mind to it.
there's been no confirmation of him being captured.
Not yet. It has been 30 seconds. Francisco, give her time. That was a lot of rocks she dropped. It's going to take her a while and her minions, I would assume, to dig that out. Even whatever she's done to herself, she is limited in power and time. I do not know. None of the people I sent with her are there. I didn't see them. She will have to answer for that. Or they will.
I mean, there's not really much we can do from here, right? So
We can
I
only
guess we
wait
just have to wait
until she shows up.
till we
I'm
hear. if she
gonna
has
go back.
any.
I'm gonna go back over to the cart and grab like 5 drinks.
I'm gonna need you sober if she gets back here. I can fix
I am
that.
sober.
Lilith will just say, I can fix him, no problem. He can drink himself
I'm
stupid.
I'm plenty sober.
Lilith is just gonna come over and look at you and go, no, you're not. But I that's funny. I can smell it. I can see your alcohol level from here.
This is the functional level. It's fine.
Right. Yes. Understood. I would recommend the one on the left.
Grab it.
Okay.
Instead of stress eating, I'm stress drinking.
Okay, I will take con
Yeah,
saves.
100%.
I will take con saves at disadvantage, please, sir.
I wish I had a better con.
I know.
Hey, those are actually pretty good.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 and a 15, so 17.
All right. Yeah. You would be able to tell within the next 5 minutes, if you keep drinking, you are going to pass out, and you're close to the edge on one of the things, so you probably might want to, like, sit and drink. Whether or not you do, that's up to you.
I'm going to sit.
You're sober enough to know if you start
I'm going to grab a
walking-
water chaser.
Yeah. If you start walking where you currently are with the earthquake still rumbling a little, it's a long drop. Even though there's lots of people who could save you, whether or not they would, that's different. Well, this was an interesting evening. Right. Lilith, let's prepare a chamber for when and if she gets back, please. No, let's use the sanctum. If he comes back, we'll have him look through the mirrors. Maybe. That'll be the council to decide, and they might just want his head. After we get the pendant back.
Oh, right, I forgot about that thing.
Put him through the mirrors. I want to see.
Yes, well, he has to talk through me first. I will decide whether or not he gets to see the mirrors. I don't know if he deserves to see them, what he will see.
Why would you show him the mirrors if you already know you can't trust him?
Oh, it's not mainly for us. It's also for you to learn about you. It's not every day you get to see the worst thing you've ever done, and then something you've forgotten. That takes a toll. And she's going to look at Francisco, doesn't it? That stays with you for a long time. That sometimes is worse than death. But he deserves to die, my child or not. The heir.
Isn't it
leader.
only going to take a toll if he actually feels bad about what he did?
That's my problem.
Thing?
I do not believe he will. And I don't think there would be anything good other than maybe the day, maybe before he turned 20. He was good up until then. Oh, trust me, Francisco. I want to strangle him as much as you do. If not more. He's just your father. He's my son.
I'm getting my turn.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay.
I was going to let you do that privately. You are...
I don't care if it's private or public.
I prefer it to be private. You deserve that much.
I'm going to need long nails, by the way.
Yeah, those could be provided. Depending on what condition he comes back in.
It doesn't matter. Just about 1 foot long.
Yeah. At this point, I think Tooth would probably put a hand on your shoulder and just ask you are you sure? I will not watch that.
I'm positive.
No one should do that to their own father.
It's a good thing he's not.
I don't know if I can be part of that, but I will guard the door.
You don't even have to come close to the door.
You're my friend. I do.
Yeah.
Helga can watch it with me. Yes.
Just remind me, is Priancy's on my list?
That's really up to you. He would have been at one point in time, but a lovely potion kind of made him go from the top of your list to I'll get around to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's there, but like he's not priority unless you make him priority. That's on you. Your list is your list.
Yeah. Francisco, is this something that you would prefer to do alone? Because I actually wouldn't mind helping, but if it's something that you feel like you deserve to do yourself, I don't want to intercede on that.
As long as you're not going to be like Tooth and try to talk sense into me.
No, I mean I literally want to help.
Oh, we gave up on that long ago.
Yeah, you guys pretty much have. Tooth and Helga are the only ones that really talk you guys down.
Yeah. So as long as you're not going to try to be like Tooth, you can be there. You can help.
No, I mean
But
he's
you-
on my list, and I would love to stab him, but only if you like. He doesn't have to be on my list, but I would really like it. But it's up to you.
Well, the nails are for a different thing, kind of.
Okay.
So, I've got an idea, I've got questions, and that's what it's going to be.
Okay, just tell me where and when you want me to stab, and I promise it will hurt.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna hear
And I just
Lilith
whisper to my arm, literally like whisper to it soon.
yeah,
Just like hold it up.
from like inside your head, Francisco, you hear Lilith go, "Make him squeal like the pig he is, please."
I'm
Before I
going to
do?
look straight. I'm going to look straight at Liz. I don't need your input.
She's not here, but she's listening, not from
Then I'll,
here.
then
in
I'll
your
just
head.
say it. I'll say it out loud.
This is gonna be fun. And here I thought my day was done. So,
So yeah, Francisco's probably going to start taking part in coffee now.
okay. All right, that works. All right, so anyone sleeping? What are you gonna do? Because you don't know how long this is gonna be.
Ooh. I don't know that Francisco would get a good night's sleep.
And I could finally, eventually, show you guys a picture of goddamn prime seas that I have been holding on for a long time.
Yes, thank God.
A long time. He was one of the first I did.
Yeah, I think he's anxious enough that he wouldn't get a good night's sleep, but he also knows that he needs to get sleep for this.
Okay.
So I think he's going to get, yeah.
Okay.
He's probably going to ask Yarnell where he can sleep that's going to be close for them to fetch him.
She's gonna point to your Varda.
Cool.
I try to play like I give it like an hour or two, and then I try to play like getting ready for battle scary music
Yeah.
with my recorder.
Okay.
I don't promise it will be good. It will actually probably be awful, but I need something to do, and that's the first thing I thought of.
I wish I would have thought that. That was great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, no,
The
please
new
roll
bard.
performance to see if I get hyped up.
The new bard
All right.
remembers that you're a bard. Yeah.
All right. Let me see what I can do. Nope, terrible.
Put it in a minor key. Put it in a minor key.
Okay, sorry. Hold on. Okay, it's actually it's terrible, but it's not terrible. It's a 13. It's
Okay.
not as bad as it was earlier today.
Nope.
Which
Still
I
not rolling
didn't
great.
necessarily hear, but no, I rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Hate this.
Yeah. You're a little on edge. It's not as good as it could be.
No.
No.
I do try it in the minor key though for Francisco. Like I try to take the advice of the
Yeah.
like fellow like
Yeah.
better musician.
The one who's been playing longer than you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not high enough for the rest of the drow to like hear, because you're above, so the sound would echo here quite a bit. But with everything that's going on, I was hoping for like a high roll, and then you might get like a mournful drow, like anyone who plays music with the drow, I was gonna have like help. But no, they're all pretty much just taking stock of what's going on. You do
still-
definitely hear a
roll
lot going
high.
on. Yeah, you definitely do hear a lot of people not panicking because they're drow, but maybe just more getting under, like they're moving a little more cautious. It's not as loud here anymore. All right, so
Francisco, real quick, is
Yep.
he's getting ready for bed because he is now not going back to the apartment. He's going to ask probably Tooth to go and tell Annabelle.
all right, yeah, Helga's
that I'm
pretty
not
much,
coming home tonight.
Helga's got more of a better head right now, she's just gonna say, "Yeah, I'll go," or we can just send one of the guards. That's fine, but I'll go. I'll let her know, and I'll let her know that you're gonna be
Preoccupied.
disturbed for a while. Right. Okay.
I
So.
only
Yep.
play for a little bit.
Okay.
And then I try to rest as early as possible in case we get interrupted. Because
Okay.
I'm a little tapped on
Yeah,
abilities,
that's fine.
not like spells and stuff, but
Yep.
I just want to try and get my rest in early.
Okay. Perfect.
Obviously, I'm not asleep, but just
yeah, that's
trying.
fine. Talos, you get a tap on your shoulder, and Volo just says, "If you'd like to study that, now might be a good time. Please use my study. It's nice and quiet in there."
Oh, I shall take you up on that offer.
Good.
I have one thing I have
Yes.
to do.
Yep.
Before Francisco walks
Yep.
away from the cart.
Yep.
Which one of these was your favourite? As of
Which one of what?
The alcohol.
just during the alcohol.
Definitely not the one that Lila pointed out. It's strong. And he's gonna point out probably something that looks like
Something
a good
dwarvish or
red.
durgarish.
Yeah. Some good dark whiskey and that right there.
Talos is going to sort of dip his finger in and taste it, or try and taste it. I don't know if he can. And then he's going to hand you a glass of water, which I'm going to precipitate to taste like the alcohol.
Ah, okay. Give me just a straight perception roll. Taste buds is not your thing, but you'd be able to get like chemical compounds.
Yeah.
Give me taste buds roll things.
Yeah. 17's enough to be able to tell. Yeah, I could do this.
How hard can it be?
It'd be hard to get the alcohol content right.
Oh no!
It'll taste like it.
It just does taste. It
Yeah.
doesn't change it chemically.
It's like O'Doul's non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah. Yeah. You're
But it
probably
still
a little
tastes
too
good.
drunk to understand, though, that there's no alcohol in it, but it tastes like alcohol.
Yeah. You know what?
So thanks
That's
for
great.
not going overboard.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. Eventually, it takes a while. And I already rolled a d10 to see how many hours it was going to be. 6 hours later, whatever you guys are doing, Francisco's probably napping, Sabryn's probably just sitting and trancing. I can't remember how long your scroll's going to take you. I don't think too long. Eventually, you hear a cackle coming from somewhere. And when we come back from break, we'll see what happens.
Okay, so if it's been 6 hours, I get my long rest. 'cause I
Yep,
only
by
need
all
4.
means.
Okay,
Absolutely.
just making sure.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I want to
I was double checking, but I only needed 4.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still at disadvantage on my.
Yeah, you have 24 hours. So.
If I get loud here, I apologize.
If I get extremely rude and unbearing and say some things, I apologize.
Me and you, same wavelength, bud.
Yes.
Like I am. This might be bad, but we'll see. we might have to put a content warning.
Yeah. I don't do content warnings a lot, but we can. I'm sure we can tone it down pretty good.
I'll do my best.
Yeah.
Just want to stab him
Yeah, that's.
to appease the sword.
Yeah, I know.
And tell Francisco. Because Francisco's enemies are our enemies.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Everyone good? Beautiful. So, at about, I'm going to say like 4 o'clock in the morning, you all hear a cackle. Like, and it's echoing through all of Nathangol. And in your head, you hear, all 3 of you hear Lilith go, "Well, she's back. If you guys all please come to the sanctum, that would be wonderful." But please be prepared to see the worst of the worst. It is not pretty.
Have coffee ready.
Don't worry, Francisco. I will keep you your best self possible.
When we get like right outside the door and we leave Tooth and Helga outside, I'm also going to just kind of like squeeze Francisco's shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say anything, but I am going to give him a verdict.
Okay. You'd be able to see like Helga pretty much like puts her head in the door and go, "If any of you hurt Sabryn, you're dealing with me." And then she closes the door, and you almost get like a hint
Just,
of
like, pull her back.
from these people in here right now at that moment, you almost get like a hint of, "Huh, okay," and then immediately forget that she's there.
Before if he's in, because technically I don't know if he's in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be notified beforehand and before we walk in, because there's stuff I want to do.
Oh, okay. Well,
she stuck her head in, so hey, is she in there? Is he in there?
Yes.
Oh, did we get a picture of him?
I'm just doing that now as you walk in.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry.
I'm going to show you what you see. But he's definitely there before you walk in, Francisco.
Okay. Well, Francisco's going to ask either one of them, or I guess Lilith, or whoever's waiting at the door for us. Like,
there's
I
just
need
a
someone
guard there. Yeah, one of the Drow elite guards is pretty much there, at the door, letting you guys in.
Do one of y'all?
Lilith and everybody else is already in there. It's just you 5 walking in, technically. Well, 6,
I'm going to ask if one of y'all have this spell, because I can't do this with my Book of Disguises.
What's
I need my appearance altered.
I have Disguise Self.
That'll work.
It
only does him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Ben has anything that would work for you either.
Shit. Okay, never mind.
We can go in both looking like you.
That was good. All right, well, let's see. I'm gonna walk in. As we're about to walk in, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
So that. There we go. That's. Okay. Oh. Because that's all I can do. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, as you walk in, you see Yonel in her normal, regular form that you always see her and know her from.
Sorry, hold on. Francisco, What were you trying to do exactly? You were trying to make someone else look like someone else?
Make me look like someone else. I want to look like my mother.
Do you have minor illusion? That'd be the only thing you could do, I think.
I do have minor illusion.
I could try something. I've never done it before. I don't think it works like this, but I could try it and see if it works. If Talos doesn't mind casting Disguise Self.
You don't know what she looks like, though. Francisco would have to show you.
I mean, I could do minor illusion.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you had that or not. Okay.
Of what she looks like. I do have minor illusion, so.
Okay.
And he probably won't say look like my mother. He'll probably say I need to look like this.
Okay. Now, DM, this is not how this works.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm willing to expend the resources to attempt it.
Okay.
With whatever role you decide, if I can try it.
I will also remind you, you have Lilith in the room. She can do fucking everything. If you asked her nicely.
Thanks.
I know, I'm just, as a reminder, as a DM, I have to... Yep, I'm excited to see what you come up with.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if... Hold on, let me even see. Yeah. So normally this only works if I'm the one casting it, but is there some way that I can fuck with my meta magic to twin spell Talos' spell? onto Francisco to target a second creature.
I don't think there's a way for... No. The sorcery is completely different. I don't...
I'm gonna see if I can, like, pull the spell from Talos, twin it onto Francisco. I know that's not how it works, but it's the only thing that I've got that is, you know, a potential
I'm trying
assistance.
Huh.
Like a copy-paste.
Let's do this. I want you both to give me Arcana rolls. And you gotta at least hit a 25 with one of you and over a 20 with the other.
Okay.
I have an idea.
That's
Oh.
a 22.
Okay, and a 32
22,
from Talos. Talos, I would like you to use your Manifest Mind to bring out Spock. And he's going to project the image over top of Francisco. Because he has a projection screen.
That's cool.
Do you still want me to expend
Absolutely.
the sorcery point?
Damn
Okay,
right
so
I
I'm
do.
not actually doing anything.
Nope. I will have... Yeah, this is like Talos trying to come up with a way with his multiple personalities, coming up with an idea of how this would work. Like, for him, this might feel like it goes on for like almost like a 20-minute conversation that happens instantly. There's a lot going on in his brain right now trying to figure out how this can work. And eventually you come out with the plan of using your Manifest Mind to project what Sabryn is seeing. This is almost like going to link you two, and I do want a Wild Magic Surge.
Sure.
This is doing something that your
I know,
body
it's not
should
I
not
fully
be doing.
Expect it. Yeah,
This
100%.
This is a complete new use of this spell.
Cast a spell magic in a 30-foot radius.
I'm hoping for it.
Cast shut down robot in a 30.
EMP
undo the spell.
worldwide.
And undo the spell we just did.
Yeah. Okay, so I got an 18 on the D20.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. 67. This is actually so funny. So for Sabryn only.
Oh God, come on. Roll me a D6.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, it impacts nothing. I grow a little bit taller.
She grows 1d6 inches taller.
1 inch taller.
You grow.
And gradually over the course of the day, I grow 1 inch shorter.
It's almost as if Talos, when she touches you, she like almost like gets up on her tippy toes to do it, but then you realize she's not on her tippy toes. She just, I don't know, maybe her shadow lifted her up. It's hard to tell. There was no surge with this one.
The tallest
she just
ever.
Yeah, it keeps getting bigger.
Did you stretch more?
Like your clothes are a little tighter in places. Yeah.
I don't know. That was weird. That's not how that's supposed to work, but I think it worked. Look, okay, you look like a pretty lady.
It's not like an act. It's like like a projection over you, so you can still see Francisco, but he looks more like his mother. Like if he moves, it's hard. Like the Spock pretty much needs to like try and move with you at the same time. But you just hear ooh. We'll work it out, Francisco. And this is like a voice you've never heard really before. Coming from Talos.
Spock's come out before.
Yeah, that's true. He's taken over you and he's coming out before, but he's speaking this time through the Manifest Mind. This is something new for you. Because Manifest Mind is usually spectral and only you can see it. You're forcing it for everyone to kind of...
Oh, no, it's spectral and it like sheds light. Everyone can see it.
Okay, I couldn't remember if everyone or just you. But yeah, this is just a a different voice, Francisco, telling you we'll be okay. And as you're doing this, and your detect thoughts is up, doesn't really catch anything because your father's dead. He's on the ground.
Rip.
Here's a picture of him. I'll put it in Discord in the big one. Francis Bainray.
Oh. Okay.
Nice. Badass.
Yes, he is.
That is a scary, scary man.
Yes, he was. I am so sorry that you never got a chance to fight him. He's a CR-26. He's got 5 legendary resistances. He would have been a pain in the butt. His layer actions were interesting. But you would have had Velen, and she would have shown herself then and there at the time. So you would have had an Archlich to help you, and she's a 30 something. As you walk in and you see the dead body of someone, yeah, you guys would kind of look a little bit of Francisco in there, but not a lot. Being a half drow, he definitely takes more mother's side ish. As you are walking in, you pretty much see there's not a lot of guards. They're keeping this in-house. So the council is here. The Drow matron mothers are here. No guards on the inside. But you do have Lilith pretty much standing over the body, and like she's poised to do anything to Velen that she's told to. And as you walk in your head, Francisco, you hear Velen. She's not even paying attention to you. I have everything I could find on his desk stashed away for you later to go through as a small gift. But his effects and hoard are your grandmother's to distribute as she pleases, as is Drow custom. And since they are rebuilding their society, it is a worthy sacrifice. Don't worry, I took my cut, and I have yours. Now stay out of my fucking way.
I think I'm not even going to really respond. I'll just kind of look at her, kind of just like that.
Yeah.
The fuck are you talking about right now?
You're not getting a response. While you guys are all walking in, you hear Velen look at Yanel and just go, I can bring him back to life anytime I want to, Yanel. You know that. So don't go getting your braids in a twist. Ugh, matron mothers. She'll pretty much walk right up to Francisco, hand you the pennant. My end of our bargain is finished. Hurry up with mine, will you? And she's going to give you a little wink.
Oh, we're pretty much done with that.
Then she's going to walk up to your father and rip his fucking arm off and put it in place of where hers was.
That makes sense.
An arm for an arm, they say, as she cackles. Now, where do you want this stinking excuse of a Bane Ray, Yanel? Throughout the entire thing, like, Yanel's been a little... No one calls her by her name. And Velen doesn't give a fuck. You hear the council all pretty much all just go, Yanel, should we? And she just like puts up a hand. She's not one of us. She never has been. She never will be. She married into the family, but she's still not one of us. Well, please give me history rolls.
Terrible, which makes total sense throughout history.
And that one from Talos. Beautiful. Beautiful.
25.
Okay. Sabryn, you're the only one who really puts together. Her husband's name is Sid. Kind of looks like a dead drow. And the carriage definitely had a drow, like, company name.
Mm-hmm.
She's definitely married a Bainray, or one of the, at some point, and has ties to the Drow.
Mm-hmm.
But now she uses his dead corpse as her driver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure they don't appreciate.
But yeah, and someone created that lovely magical construct carriage for her too.
Aww.
At some point.
Wait, if in Sprint's head, she's just for a split second like, wait a minute. So if she's related to the Bane Rays, who is Francisco, and Francisco's baby mama's brother is my brother-in-law. Then just trying to go like real.
Is
like,
she related to me somehow?
Family tree, yeah. just for a minute.
Yeah.
And then gets confused and stops.
Yeah, and now thinking back to one of her grandsons that you have met, who is a professor, his skin tone was a little gray.
Mm.
Not a lot, but there's a hint. Yeah, Major Mother Yonel is just going to look at Francisco. Well, I didn't think she was going to bring him back dead. We can fix that. That's fine. Like, he's crushed. He's had a few boulders dropped on him, and there's not a lot left. He doesn't look too good. Yonel just says, I can bring him back anytime. I can fix him up for you, so you can have your little bit of fun. Mine's over. I took my cut. And an arm. That's all I need. She's going to hand her a piece of paper. With a list. Like, it's a long piece of paper. She's just going to say, everything that he had is currently being loaded up on your ship. I didn't use your... I could tell a few of you were watching. I didn't use your elite guard that you gave me because, well, they had other things to do. She's going to look up at Lilith. Wispclaw is alive. We have rescued him. Like, immediately, Lilith just like, oh. One survived. I'm not the last. Wispclaw. Yes, he would have use of Wispclaw. Why have I never felt him before? Interesting. How long until we can get him back here? I would love to debrief him in many ways. Valen's just going to put up her hand to go, I don't want to know, Lilith. Just, we're working on it. Like, they're going to be a while. He had a lot of money. He had a lot of everything. We're going to loot it. It's going to take a while. They will bring it all back. I've kept, a few things. And a few things that I think Francisco deserves. Nothing major. I know Drow Society and most of all his belongings belong to you, Valen. Sorry, Yonel. Matron Mother. I'll even say that today. Matron Mother Yonel just looks at Velen, walks up, and punches her right in the fucking face. To which Valen doesn't even flinch. Yes, well, I deserve that. I deserve a lot of things for what I just did. Something I promised myself I would never do again, but it had to be done. Now, I'm going to leave you all. Have fun. Lilith, would you like me to bring him alive, or would you want to? Lilith is just gonna, you can tell she's her mind is on Wispclaw. She doesn't give a shit about this anymore, and she just raises one claw and just waves Valen away. It's like, okay, you can deal. That's fine. Well, Francisco, Talos, Sabryn, Tooth, and Ben. Good luck. Francisco, I will put that in your Vardo for you, okay? Thank you. Good luck. And please hurry. We have work to do. And, like, she immediately, like, she doesn't teleport. I'll take Arcana rolls from all of you.
$23?
Nice.
23.
Okay. Everyone but Francisco, his mind is elsewhere. She, like, fades and shimmers. No, she didn't move her hands. She just stepped out of existence. Which should not be possible where you currently are. And even Volo's, like, standing in the back, just... Right. Don't piss her off. Right. Again. We'll deal with her later when we have to. If we have to. He's just like, he's muttering out loud, going, she's become too powerful. We should have stopped her then. Like, he's mumbling to himself a lot out loud, and he's not even, doesn't realize he's saying it.
I just want to ask the sword real quick, just in my head this time. Does he need to be alive for us to mark him off our list, or can I stab him while he's dead?
Well, he's already dead, so technically he's not on the list. If he
Do you want to stab him
comes
anyways?
back...
If he comes back?
Well, yeah.
Okay, just checking. Thanks.
Duh.
I'm just going to wait and see what Francisco does.
What's Francisco doing? Your father's dead. You have a pendant in your hand that the matron mother is looking at you, and she's got a hand out. The deal to get that was with her. Yours to get it back was with Valen, which is why it went to you. She didn't make a deal with matron mother Yanel. You made a deal with her and then tried to get out of it.
Well, now that's been erased.
Has since changed, and that deal is still in place. Mm-hmm. It looks...
I'm going to just...
It's different. It is blood red. It's like not in the shape of a heart. It's in the shape of a spider web. And holding on to it, it's icky to touch. This is not something you should have at all. This is rotten to the core. For you. You're not a full-blood drow. This is almost like slowly burning your hands.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of...
You can tell the room is
It's
quiet.
uncomfortable.
The entire room is quiet.
We'll kind of drop it in my hand, spin it on his chain. I'll look at her. I need my turn.
I told you I'd give it to you. But not first.
Let me take a closer look at it. I don't know if it'll be Arcana or
What are you trying to do?
Insight. I don't know. I'm just kind of like you told me above board what it is, but Francisco doesn't really know. So I don't know. He's just wanting. It's uncomfortable, but he really wants the vibe off of it.
Okay. Are you channeling any magic into it?
Maybe.
That's
probably. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Can I have a wisdom save at disadvantage, please?
This is the chaos part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's... One was a 19.
Mm-hmm.
The other is an 8.
Can you roll me 10d10 necrotic damage, please, sir?
Oof.
This is going to reduce
Okay.
your hit points by that also.
Oh, his max HP?
Yeah. This was
Holy
created by
shit.
Lulf.
This could
This was-
straight up kill you.
This was created
Yeah.
by Lulf, sir. You are
Holy
not a
crap.
full-blood drow. You do not belong touching this. This is not yours. This is the spirit of Lulf
34.
telling you to give it fucking back.
This might just kill me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just watch
No.
Francisco crumple.
You take 62 necrotic, and your maximum hit points is reduced by 62.
How many hit points do you have?
75.
Okay. Because that would have killed me.
Can you roll me a d10, please, sir?
Another?
Yep.
7.
You have 7 days before that's going to go back to full.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Don't get in a fight.
Yeah.
You have fights coming. You rolled extremely well. So you guys all see Francisco do something to this, and then immediately, like, slump to the ground in agony as this thing, like, pierces, like, it's almost like the web comes out and starts to squeeze you from the outside, and you just see him shrink and get blacker and blacker and just start bleeding from everywhere.
Yeah, no.
Francisco, I don't think that's good.
You're going to just hear Lilith sigh, and the matron mother's just going to go, "She never asks twice. The next time you try that, she will take your soul."
I'm just going to toss it at her feet.
Thank you. And I hope you feel better soon. You will have your time. You look a little weak. At this point, she's going to, like, immediately, like, put it on immediately. And you can... give me just quick either insight or perception rolls.
Natural 1. Makes sense.
Francisco's staring at the ground. Exhausted.
I'm in pain.
Yeah. 21. Even Talos's, your passive. There's an audible, like, a couple 100,000 people, like, euphoria almost. It's almost as if every full-blood drow just feels energized. And it's like, oh.
Yeah, they're all straight up gonna go try having babies.
Oh,
just, like,
really?
immediately.
Uh-huh. It's gonna be a loud night.
Yeah.
You basically, like, see the matron mother, like, stand up straight and a deep breath and go,
Open for business.
she's just, like, gonna put a hand up, and, like, immediately the rest of the matron mothers and the entire council is just gonna, like, leave the room. Lilith is still here. She's still hovering over your dead father. Well, it has been a long time. And I must say, it's going to be a loud night. But that'll help get rid of the screaming that's going to happen soon. Are you up to this, Francisco? We can wait a day if you like. I can have my turn tonight, and you can have yours tomorrow.
No, I'm fine.
Good. Well, a lot has happened. Are you sure you want to watch what he sees? He's going to be in tremendous pain when he comes back.
That's fine.
Yeah. We will have to heal him and, well, subdue him. And, well, humiliate him. Yes, a lot of that. Any of you who don't want to watch, please leave. This is not going to be pleasant. But it is necessary. And eventually, when I'm done with him, he will be fully judged in front of the entire council and House Bainray. And then subsequently executed in front of all of them. So, but on a good note, we can kill him a few times and bring him back. That's fine. That's just business. So, Lilith. You immediately, like, see Lilith just, like, with one big claw, strip him completely. Naked. He's crushed. It's not pretty. I will say that. It looks like Valen's already taken, like, all his weapons. His boots are already gone. Swords are all gone. All he was left was the clothes that he's currently wearing, which is pretty much a pirate outfit that something like you've seen before. Definitely has a lovely lightning bolts insignia everywhere. He has a lot of tattoos. I mean a lot. They're now dormant because you killed Z and let the lightning elemental escape. But you'd be able to tell he is head to toe in one lightning bolt. And had he activated that, bad things would have happened. But he also has, like, fuck you, matron mother all over him. Like, he's definitely tattooed himself in his younger career. He hates the Drow. You'd be able to tell just by his body, even himself a little. The rest of you, I'll take perception rolls, please.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Nat 20
Perception?
Talos. Jesus. What kind of character did you build, sir? Okay, you'd all be able to tell.
Three above 30 this session.
I know. From the neck down, he's pretty much Francisco. From the neck up, it's more mom. Sorry, it's more. No, sorry, I'm saying that wrong. Yes, so from the neck down, Francisco kind of looks like dad, but from Francisco from the neck up, he looks like mom. He doesn't really look. The face is not really there. The body is pretty much spot on. You got your mother's eyes.
Well, and no, I've got one eye.
Yeah, he's
so one eye's dad, one eye's mom.
That's what I meant. Yes, but that's the only feature on his face that really looks like Priences, is the eyeball. And like the matron mother pretty much just goes, should we shackle him? Yes. Yeah. The good ones. Oh no.
Nail him.
Well, first we're going to shackle him so he can't do any magic. And get out of here when he comes back. Right? He's quite quick and there's shadows about this place. He's very good with shadows. So, Lilith is going to go over to her lovely work table and bring out some lovely dimensional shackles and put them in it. But it's going to be like a set on the wrists and a set on the legs. She's going to like prop him up in a chair, tie him to it, and you're going to start like seeing her put like, I'll take an Arcana roll from everybody. She's starting to scribble wards all around the area that he's in.
That's one.
Okay.
22.
Francisco's paying a lot of attention to this.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah. She's putting permanent wards around. Like, these things are going to last until she doesn't want them to last. It's going to take her about an hour. You guys are going to be here for a bit. She's putting a permanent zone of truth around him. She is putting a permanent anti-magic shell around him. Outside of the anti-magic shell are wards that immediately you guys would know are like 20 disintegration beams to get rid of him if he does get out of anything. She's warding this place to annihilate this fucker. Just in case he tries to escape, because she really doesn't know what he's capable of anymore. So she's overdoing this and using a lot of magical items to do it. She's pulling things out of like pockets that you didn't know Love had. She's making sure that whatever the matron mother needs to learn, she's going to learn it. And after she's done, she just smiles, nods, grabs one little gem, places it on your father's chest, and brings him back to life. Looks like she's healed him to about half hit points. but for him, that's a lot. Well, I think that'll fix most things. Oh, he's waking up. Good, good, good. I will be quiet now. The matron mother's just going to go. Right. I've been thinking about this for the longest time. And now I don't really know what to say. Francisco, you can have the first question. But don't hurt him yet. You're going to see your father, like, groggily just, like, open his eyes and go... Of course. Of course it would be you cunts. I guess I wasn't careful enough. Who's the half-breed? Mother? Hi. Who's the runt? And you got a robot now? What are you guys doing? You've been stepping into other people's businesses. I can see. Ooh, I can... I think I know who you are.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Okay. Just as a reminder, you are now under a anti-magic zone, and that's like above him, but the zone of truth is under him. So, are you gonna try and fail Lilith's or pass Lilith's zone of truth, sir?
No.
Okay, good.
But Francis is not even going to be thinking about that.
Okay, you wouldn't have been able to. And that 20 still would not have had you pass hers.
I'm just making him shut up.
Good. He's just going to go, you kind of look like one of mine. There are so fucking many.
I can't, it's anti-magic, so I can't throw up
Nope.
minor illusion.
You have been drinking, so you could throw up on him.
Yeah.
Nah.
He is naked, just as a reminder.
Puking is a free action.
It is. Do you think I fear chains? Chains of all we've ever known. I just usually choose to wear mine around the throats of others. Who the fuck
Maria
are you?
Centrell.
Maria. Oh, is that who you're supposed to look like? Interesting. 20-ish years? There's been so many. Where was she born? Where's she from? I had my fun everywhere.
I see that. So,
Lilith.
the human woman in Braxis. Quite literally nothing to you.
I'll take an insight roll, please.
Can everyone make it?
Absolutely.
Ooh!
You're all here.
Ooh! Nat 20.
Okay. For a total
I
of...
could have gotten luckier. Oh, damn it. My insight's not great. 3. So
Okay,
23.
that's fine. Talos gets another nat fucking 20. My God, guys, come on.
Thank you, Talos.
All right. Nat 20s usually are just for combat, but they do help for these tremendously. He fucking remembers her. Who would forget your mother? She was great. But you just woke him up after you killed him. He's holding himself high. Well, he died, yeah. He got crushed by a mountain. That's what it took to kill him. You know, Drow blood is royal, purer than the filth of the surface. And mine is the purest of all. So why not spread my seed for all to share? Have my own brood that I can hover over and tell to do, where to go, who to kill. Women are nothing more than breeding stock, and so is your mother. At this point,
No.
Valen hits her. Sorry, Yanel comes up and hits him. You'd be able to tell she packs a little bit more of a punch than you, sir.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
Especially because I've been
She's
demonized.
she's taken like her dressing gown off. She's built like Helga.
Fatty.
She definitely likes to get her. She likes to do it herself when she can. You never would learn. This idiot, and she's gonna like jab a finger right in his eyeball. Your hit, like not your mother's, but like you haven't. Never mind. Like she's like gonna put like a nail like right through one of his eyeballs. It's just gonna. You never would learn. Women are always smarter than the men. That's why we have a matriarchy. It's been this way for generations because of idiots like you who think you're better than the rest of us. You're not. You're good for one thing and one thing only. The royal bloodline, which you perverted. She's going to hand you a dagger and ask you to cut his nuts off. Or I can. Good. He starts screaming in pain. Like that's his bread and butter. That's what he's gotten through his day. I will ignore most of the things that are coming out of his mouth right now. It's going to be long. And he pretty much just, oddly enough, very, very softly, in the middle of the screaming, you hear perfect words come through, Francisco. Help me, and when I wear the crown of ash and web, you will have your place beside me.
You think I give a fuck about this place?
Your world is soft. You surface folk cower beneath the sun. We were born in darkness, and darkness will take it all in the end. You think I'm the only one out there? Sure, I was their leader. I still have many followers you have not found. And you never will, mother. They're too smart for you. Yes, you got your precious trinket back. Aw, you can have more babies. Good for you. They're still going to be useless. Mock me while you can. When the Underdark, my Underdark, spills forth, you're all going to beg for mercy in a language I no longer speak.
Sabryn, do you still want to do your stab?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
You can tell he's hungry, and he can smell the blood coming from this man.
Problem. He's also magical. I don't think it works.
The anti-magic shell is like above him, so the zone of truth still has to get through. So she's put it so like if he tries to escape anywhere.
I understand. Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. So it's like layered. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll.
What's your name? Not you. He's looking at Francisco. I don't really care, but it'd be nice to know what name the bitch gave you. I was there in the end, you know.
No, you weren't.
You might not remember most of it, but I caused most of her problems. She wanted to take you away from me, which apparently she did. Tried to find you. But in the end, I had to settle for, well, having a friend. Give her a little pain every now and then. I'm told she suffered quite a lot. Would you like to stab now, Sabryn?
I am waiting for Francisco's go ahead.
Your sword is not letting you wait.
Right.
He is egging you on to the point where I'm going to need a wisdom save if you do not.
Go for
What
it.
am I getting from Francisco?
Oh, he's...
Go for it. Okay. Francisco says go for it. I'm not waiting.
Yep.
Who?
The matron mother, on the other hand, looks at you and goes, "Just one, dear. Only one.
It's okay. That's all I can do anyways.
You're in my house, remember? My permission, not his."
Yeah, we can talk about that later.
His slow stab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like aiming for one of the tattoos so that the acid will just burn it a little bit off. Just
Nice.
'cause.
Okay.
That's why I put it on the sword today.
All right. You don't even need to give me attack roll. I just need damage, and it's going to be max because he ain't moving.
Okay.
But I still will need a wisdom save because he wants more.
Yeah, that's fine. Give me a second though.
What's Talos doing while she's rolling?
What their damage is.
I don't know. I think he's just kind of nervous to get close because of the anti-magic.
Yeah, it would shut you off.
Yeah.
Would you like to see what she did and maybe try and learn?
Honestly, yeah, probably.
Beautiful. I will take an Arcana roll, please, sir. You have time, and she's not saying no, so I'll let you do that with advantage. In order to learn the big stuff, you need at least a 30, sir.
Yeah, you
Which is
definitely did
doable for you.
Holy overkill Batman when she was doing the
Yep.
disintegration, because that was
Yep.
a lot.
Yep. But she did it quick. Like, to layer what she did in an hour. Okay.
Multiple over 30s.
With a
19.
plus 13, you only got a 19 with advantage. Yeah. She's probably... Yeah. You can read Underdark, but it's not in, like, common. She's, like, layered this with multiple languages, so it would take you a while to figure out. And she does definitely look at you and, like, give, like, a grin if you can get one from Lilith. Sorry, Talos. These are intricate. One day, maybe I will teach you it. One day.
How many languages? And it's just sort of like, how many things have been layered
There's
here?
at least 7 or 8 different languages per rune.
Yes, Talos'
You
head
speak
needs
all
to
of them,
smoke
so don't
slightly.
worry. Yeah, you speak all of them, don't worry. Yeah. But
that is
it's going to be a while. Sorry.
28 damage.
Okay. A little drop in a pond, but he notices.
This is for me and Francisco, not for him.
Yeah, to heal him to what he's currently at, he's still 500 and above. He had 4 digits for his health had you fought him.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Would have taken a while. But like I said, you would have had Valen, who's got more. So, you definitely need a wisdom save because he wants you to stick it in further and twist it
That
and
is
pull some things out that's on the inside.
icky. It's an 11, but I
Okay.
can re-roll it if that doesn't work.
That is definitely not enough for him.
Okay.
He's thirsty. He wants
Do I
all of
know
it.
what his DC is?
It's your DC.
Oh, it's mine?
You gotta hit your own DC for this.
No, I'm not hitting it.
Okay. I just need more damage as you stick it in more.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. I there's no way.
Sabryn,
Not with my wisdom.
can you please pull that out? We're in the middle of something. I know he's your friend.
Totally. Hey, Talos, do you... Oh, wait, shit.
Do you require some help? This is Lilith in your
Yes,
head.
please.
That one is thirsty. You should be careful
I'm
with
new
him.
at this.
I can tell. Like, she immediately,
twist
like,
when I say
no,
it as
she
well.
lifts your arm up, like,
Thank you.
helping you carve through him until you hit the anti-magic shell, and then it's gone. And then she, like, taps your father and heals the wound just a little bit.
I need to do that.
It cut her eyes mouth because it was acid damage, and he's screaming in fucking pain. He's like riling, his nuts are cut off, and you just like cleaved him in two very easily for someone your size.
I just like give Francisco a little bit of a nod, like I'm good, but if you need it again.
The matron mother pretty much like gives you the thank you, dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Go back over there with Talos. Thank you. Don't do that again. Eventually, when he comes to, he just looks at all of you and goes, "You're all nothing, all of you. Just meat waiting for the blade. And my brood are that blade. They will come for you, each and every one of you. Hopefully soon."
Like the special one at the I can't remember the name. The the black dog.
Z, yes.
Like her, right?
That was you, was it? You killed your own sister? Nice.
No sister of mine.
Well, you might not have known her, but you are both from me, so she was your sister. She was useful. You so far have not been useful. And I heard the word Francisco is your name. Francisco. Francisco Bainray. You should be putting your sword right through her. Ooh, that's my sword. Very nice. I see my brother must have given that to you. Is he still alive? I hope not. I really tried to kill him.
I'm going to pull out his sword and just...
He's asked you to put it through his eyeball. That was what your uncle told you to do, is stick it right through his eyeball. Yes, sir.
I completely forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
You are welcome.
Because I will totally do that.
Beautiful. I just need damage. I don't need an attack roll. He is chained up with dimensional shackles, sir.
Yep. I asked you who. Let's see. It's 1d8 plus 4, so that's going to be 12 points of damage.
Beautiful. Yeah, he's pretty much like screaming in pain. Like he's to the point now where both his eyeballs are not doing good. Yours is right through. She just scratched him a little so he can still see through one of them. Stabbing me with my own sword, are you? That is pathetic. Why don't you use the other one? That one looks like it could do a little bit more damage. I like the look of that. I wouldn't mind the feel of that one, too. What do you see, Francisco? Do you have the balls to kill your old man? Do you have the balls to bypass your grandmother first? I have a feeling Lilith will just keep bringing me back until she gets all she wants out of me. Yonel's pretty much just going, yeah, I have a lot of time to kill.
Are we doing mirrors or no?
I think everyone deserves to see that. We'll do that tomorrow. This is just for us as a family.
Okay.
If you would like your aunts and uncles to come watch, I could bring them in.
I don't care who. I'm going to motion for Lilith.
They will all have their turn anyway. Do not worry.
And I'm going to remove all my swords and knives and everything. And Francisco's just going to exhaust himself on physically beating, choking, and kicking.
Okay. So you're not sticking your other sword in, even though he told you he wants to.
No, because he asked for it.
Okay, then.
So Francisco's going to do this with his bare hands. 1 HP at a time.
Okay. You can see the rest of you will just see the major mother just sigh and go, or we can do it now. That's fine. She just like pulls up a chair, puts her feet up, and just looks at you guys and goes, "We'll give him a minute. He'll exhaust himself. He looks like he's about to fall apart anyway."
Yeah. So, and it's during this,
Yep.
that's when Francisco is going to have a break
Mm-hmm.
of where were you? You destroyed. You destroyed her. You ruined everything.
In between the punches, he's just going, that was just a Friday.
I'm gonna feel like
Mm-hmm.
like fucking whatchamacallit, Fight Club. Her name was Maria Centrell.
You think me mad? He spits teeth out at you. No, I'm a simply head of the age. Males will rise and the world will fall.
No one
You're just a
cares.
slave to her and the rest of them.
I don't give a fuck about the Drow. I don't give a fuck about their children. I don't give a fuck about your brood.
Then why are you here?
Because you killed her. You destroyed her.
Ah, there you are. I can see you are a... You love your mother just as much as I hate mine. We would never be the same. A pity. You could have been so much more than just a half-breed. Are we done yet, Mother?
When did... I'll get back up. I'll grab his sword again.
Okay.
Because I'm definitely not doing it with Bob's sword.
Nope. Okay. At this point, you just hear your grandmother just sigh and just look at Lilith and go, get another diamond.
I'm going to drive it through his neck.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. So there's going to be some gargling sounds.
Yeah.
And turn around and say, heal it around it,
Mm-hmm.
but leave it in. And I'm going to go sit down.
Okay.
Tears streaming down Francisco's face. He's totally ugly crying.
Well, looks like we're going to have to clean up. Lilith just looks at her and goes, hey, now or later? The matron mother just looks around at you all and goes, I can tell he's lost. There's nothing in there of him, of what he was. Now he's darker than we thought. But tradition must be observed. So we'll do it properly in the morning. I think they all deserve a rest. We'll just leave them.
Question.
Yeah.
Sorry. You guys know him better than I do. I'm just
We
trying to
used
figure
to.
out, even still, like, obviously he's got some severe mommy issues, no offense to saying.
Yes.
But
yes.
he's talking about how, the men are supposed to take over, but then the world will fall apart? How is that supposed to be better? Is there a logic to that I'm missing, or is this a straight up crazy?
When he was younger, Priences was, like his uncle, quite good at what he did. But he fell in with a crowd that thought it was due time given our old patron and like our ancestor Lolth, who used to rule the Drow, since she's gone, Drow society should evolve with Axiom as he took over for us. But Drow society is, well, in our blood. And it's very hard for our society to change what works. Your tradition is who you are. He wanted to change that. And, well, we had a vote. And most of 99% of everyone agreed to keep it as is. Then he started getting followers. And, well, it got to the point where he decided to leave. He is my firstborn. He must obey. It is his duty. And he disobeyed that duty. So we hunted him down. But he had fallen in with someone who, I don't know what, gave him powers that we had never seen before, and slaughtered a lot on his way out. So he was exiled. And took that pendant. So, would a male Drow society work? I don't know. But our society says the females will still rule.
Right, but that's not the problem, right?
Well,
because his answer
that's his
was
problem.
They should rule, but then it's all gonna go to shit anyways. So
Yes,
they're not even
until-
going to do it right.
I don't know. Whatever he's told his followers until we round them up and go through his notes, we really don't know what was going on in his head. I don't think he's going to tell us anything, but
I don't think so.
no. Something has a hold on him. I don't know what it is or who it is. I think a who more than a what.
Okay, thank you.
So, hopefully Lilith can figure that out. She's quite good. But, yes, that was a lot. Get him drunk, and then hand him over to Annabelle, please. She might comfort him. We will leave him as is till morning.
And then the mirrors?
We'll do that tomorrow.
Okay.
If you want to be present for that, that is fine. But you do have lots of...
Yep, okay.
Yes, okay. Well, I don't know if we're going to learn anything from them. They're more for him, not us. I just don't know what we're going to see. I don't know what's in that head of his. It has been a long time. But
I'm more interested in to know what he's forgotten than what he's done.
yeah, me too. That might shed some light on why he did what he did, I hope.
Yeah.
I will pray to Axiom to hopefully interfere and maybe show us something that we should see.
Thank you.
I would like to say I'm sorry for the noise that is about to happen tonight.
Oh, right.
Yes.
I mean, go get fucked, literally. I understand it.
Yeah. Like I said, bloodlines, we have to... It's been a while, Francisco. So, celebration tomorrow. After, well, what's necessary. Even for us, this is quite grim, but it needs to be done. So, if you'd like to stay at the inn or Gavardo, just sleep anywhere. If you need anything, they'll give it to you. I need
Definitely going to the Vardo.
Yes,
I
if anyone can sneer me, I'm stabbing them, just for the record.
I need a quick rest. Oh, and Tooth. Your gift... Oh, sorry. Yeah. As you guys leave, she puts a hand on Tooth, and she just goes, "Next time you're inside the dome and you see Alec, tell him his seed has been planted." considering what's about to happen, I think we're going to need that tree. It'll help. So thank him, and let him know the seed has been tended to by our Mistress of the Silk. And she's going to conjure an image of someone who looks like Yarn Spinner, but fully arachnoid. And massive. Like, looks kind of... She's bigger than Yarn Spinner. She's quite good with trees.
What do you need? Do you want to go get drunk? Do you want to go back to Annabelle?
Yeah, what happened?
Annabelle?
Are you okay, Francisco?
Yeah.
Where's your sword?
Okay.
I don't want it.
He's just like gonna do a quick glance in and go, "Oh, understood."
And with that, I am fully getting rid of the Sword of Bardic Inspiration.
Ooh, yeah.
Because Francisco does not want it back.
Understood, and thank you for that, because the Sword Bard in my Thursday campaign has it. So now it's a good way for him to get it.
I got there.
You're welcome. But he is going to go.
It is currently in the hands of Clark Kent, an Owlin Sword Bard, who just became an Archfey Warlock.
Nice. But he is going to go to the Vardo because there's stuffs for me's.
Yes. So, we will finish off with that. You definitely, as soon as you get in the Vardo, you have like a little spider leg come out and pat you on the shoulder. And you just hear, "If you need a good story, Francisco, I'd be happy to oblige. But that fucker deserved it." You've never heard.
We have a story.
You've never heard of Yarn Spinner's swear before. He's got a little appreciation in his voice.
We have some stories you might like, but we have to have the book back.
Ah, I could smell something new that Sabryn's got. I was hoping. I do not have that copy. Not by the smell, anyway.
Love to not hear what's about to happen up here for the night. So, Francisco, unless you want to do something, I'm gonna go spend it in the Yard Spinners. If you don't mind Yard Spinners.
Well, we just finished story time, but by all means, please come and mingle.
I haven't read the new book yet. If we want to read it.
Well, you guys are gonna be sleeping for a while. That's gonna be at least 3 days for us. So yeah, we'll have time.
Okay.
Come enjoy. Yeah, time's different in where he is.
Yeah. I just wait for him to tell me when I should leave.
Yeah. Don't
You
worry,
okay
you'll
with
get
that,
rest. You'll get
Francisco?
fed.
Because I can stay up here if you need me.
No, that's fine. I'm going to look through what Lynn left here, and then I'm going to go. I'm going to go over to Annabelle.
Helga's
Remember, if it's anything magical, we have to tell Talos.
Helga's never came in to the Fable Rise before. She's like looking at the Vardo, looking at that, and like, I can't protect you if you're in there. I don't know what's in there. You can come too. Right. Should we bring Tooth? He's a little odd right now.
Probably. Yeah, we should probably bring Tooth.
Right. Anyone else coming?
We're gonna go.
Ben will probably
Talos?
Yeah, I'll make use of the time difference.
Perfect. All right, so everybody, Francisco is going to go in and enjoy some time with Yarn Spinner.
Call us if you need us.
Are any of you going to see what Valen has left before you go in?
Yeah, but only because Francisco mentioned that he was going to look.
Okay.
So if he's looking at it when we go in, yeah.
I haven't created it yet, but there's a few fun things. So, is Talos going to take the time to identify any of this?
After what's happened, yes.
Beautiful. You find currently 6 items. 3 of them are cursed. One is called the Black Pearl of Vengeance. It is a necklace. It'll give you a +2 bonus to your intimidation and insight. The curse, you will have to find out if you use it and wear it. The identify spell, will the identify spell tell you the curse or no?
Not sure.
Or just the fact that it's cursed? Someone look that up, because I can't remember offhand.
You learn whether any ongoing spell effects will affect the item and what they are.
So you would probably learn the curse then.
I think so.
Okay. Whenever you are betrayed, the pearl whispers the names of those who might be responsible, and you have a compulsion to confront or attack them even if they're allies. You get an abyssal compass that is cursed. It will always point towards the largest hoard of treasure nearby. Each day you possess it, your alignment shifts one step towards chaotic evil, unless you succeed on a DC 18 wisdom save. If you are already chaotic evil, the curse just ignores you. Gloves of the Drowned Maiden, another cursed object. Grants you water breathing and +1 to sleight of hand checks. Each long rest you take, you roll a d20. On a 1 to 3, you awaken underwater, 60 feet away from the nearest air pocket. The non-cursed items, there's a Moon Shadow Saber. It is a finesse +1 rapier that deals an extra 1d6 psychic damage to creatures in dim light or darkness. Once per day, you can cast Shadow Blade without using a spell slot from it. And the Cape of the Inkwake. It allows the wearer to misty step once per short rest, leaving behind a cloud of black ink. It grants you advantage on stealth checks underwater or in darkness. And there's a locked box.
Well, that's all those items. Do you want me to open the box as well?
Yeah, look to see if it's spook trapped.
Oh.
It's his box. He's probably got something set on it.
Of course.
You tell us. You check it for traps, and I will try to unlock it. I've been practicing really hard.
I don't know if I'm good for checking for traps, but I will try.
I'll help you. I'll give a Talos advantage.
Okay.
I'll help.
What role is for checking for traps? I can't remember.
Just a standard investigation, I believe.
Oh, I'm good at investigation. Never mind.
For you, it'd be investigation. Other people, like sleight of hand, would work the same. It's.
Now you haven't created any of these items yet, right?
No, I have not.
Okay, making sure.
I didn't think we get to it.
24.
Okay. It is definitely not trapped and not locked.
I got it.
Cool.
Open it. Inside the box is another little box. The box itself is wooden, very old, very intricate. Definitely has a glow that it's magical, but it's hard to tell. This one, your identify spell, if you take the time again, slides off of it. Let me know who picks it up.
Oh, pick me. Oh, Francisco. Okay.
My thought is Francisco's picking up something, then handing it to Talos.
Okay. Oh, sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm definitely doing, cursed. Probably not cursed. Those are not cursed. I don't know about that. I don't touch O.
Okay. When you pick this box up, how long are you going to hold on to it and trying to figure out what it is?
I don't know. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to look at it and see if I can't open it. And
okay.
Okay. A minute.
You immediately gain the benefit of a short rest holding this box.
Okay.
You also have the Bless spell cast on you until you finish a short or long rest. You feel good.
Okay.
Can I have a wisdom save, please?
I knew it was going to be a wisdom save.
Ooh! Nat 20!
For a total of?
Fuck. I know, but I'm so happy about the nat 20 because
Yeah.
it's like 22.
Okay, that does not save.
No, big surprise.
Even with the
But
nat
still,
20, yes. This one is the type of legendary wondrous item that nat 20s, you have to hit the spell DC. You feel great. You also have the bless spell. Roll, please. You're blessed. That is saves.
Oh, yeah. What is that? D6? D4?
D4.
I can't remember. D4. 3.
So 25.
So, no, I
sorry.
looked at the wrong one. It's 24.
Oh, you had to hit 25. Fuck me.
Oh, well.
Okay. You start to hear whispers. Open me, open me, open me. Press here, and press here, and open me. Open me. This is a compulsion spell to open it, because you failed the DC, sir. Beautiful. Can you roll me a D8? You are opening the Praxis of Pandemonium. It has
5.
8 options. A 5 spell. 5.
I'm dead.
No, this isn't a terrible one. There are some worse ones. You had Androphagia, Bile Blight, Flood, Medusa's Gaze, Labyrinth is the one that you chose, Nightmare, Swarming Insects, and Unbridled Rival you could have chose from. You immediately, the box casts the Maze spell on all of you.
No. Oh, fuck.
And next session, we will start off with you all in a fucking maze.
Just confirming, I can't counterspell that, right?
No, this is him opening it.
Also.
Yeah, no, this is a legendary wondrous item. And as soon as you open this up, everything around you changes. And
we could make a DC 20 intelligence check if that's still what it is.
I'm keeping that. I changed the box. But the for inside, you might be okay. Not all of you. Because you do have Ben and Tooth with you.
I can't. I've got negative intelligence.
And Helga.
And Helga with you. So,
yeah.
It lasts for 10 minutes. So, you banish a creature you can see within range, but because this is a box, it's all of you, into a labyrinthine demiplane. You remain there until you escape the maze. The target can use its action to attempt to escape. You need a DC and 20 intelligence checks. If you succeed, you find an exit. When the spell ends, you will reappear where you are, but now I can build a maze. And
here's my question.
Yep.
Just mechanics-wise.
Mm-hmm.
If the change is that the box is affecting everyone instead of one creature, right?
Yes.
Then...
Yeah. The box casts a spell on each creature within 30 feet.
Right. So do we each have to make the intelligence check to get out, or are we all together so only one of us has to
I'm
make it?
putting you all in different areas. You're not going to see anybody else other than you.
We're in danger.
You're
I mean, that's literally impossible for me to make.
It could have been worse.
I have a -1.
If you hit a nat 20 for this one, that'll be fine. It's just going to... Or if you find one of your players... And if they escape, they will find the exit, and you could follow them. I will allow that.
Okay.
Yes.
I want to make sure, because otherwise it's, hey, nope, stuck in the demon plane forever.
That's actually...
It's only 10 minutes. You're fine.
Yeah, that's... there's really only 2 that were not terrible for the current area you are in. Your other options were everyone went berserk, and you were going to have to do PvP.
Well, that wouldn't have been Heart of Ames Francisco.
No, I know.
It's got like 4 hit points.
Bile Blight.
13.
Had you rolled a 2, you would have cast harm on everybody, including yourself.
Ooh, ouch.
3, you would have cast Tsunami in 120-foot range of everybody and probably knock everybody off the top cliff where you currently are. 4, Medusa's Gaze, you all have flesh to stone on you, and you would have to make your con saves or you are permanently turned to stone. The one you did. You could have summoned 1d4 shadow demons to fight. You could have had Insect Plague cast on a 30-foot radius. Or 8, you cast Otto's Irresistible Dance on everybody. That's the easiest one.
Oh, I wish I would have done that.
And as soon as you are back, the box goes away and doesn't come back for a long time. It's a one and done.
Interesting.
It is the box itself reappears sealed in a random location on the same plane of existence 24 hours later, so you'd have to find it again. But you have the bless spell on you, and you had a short rest.
No, so I mean, yeah, technically I can make it.
Yeah.
And I can give myself a bardic.
And if you want, I'll say you have.
Oh, you still have mine.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I did still have yours.
Yeah, you have mine.
I would have made the save. Fuck.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh well.
It's up to you.
You remember when you're in there.
No.
Okay.
Well, but bardic inspiration lasts for what? 10 minutes, right?
Oh, it
Yeah.
would have been gone.
Yeah, it would have been gone
would've been
because
gone.
of me beating the shit out of Daddy.
He took time. Yeah. So yeah, we'll start off with you guys in a maze. I'll build the maze. It's going to be fun. Hopefully Francisco
God.
doesn't die with hardly any hit points because it will have creatures in it.
Can we please have Merton in the maze somewhere?
I would be okay with putting Merton in there.
Amazing.
He's only level 5. So maybe Francisco will come across Merton.
Francisco's gonna
Merton
die.
Our friend Dave's Minotaur character
in Strixhaven.
in Strixhaven, which we played this morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'll put you on in a maze in Theros. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I still have? I need to double check that I even still have my shield in my inventory.
I'm
think I
just
got
wondering, would that take Yarn Spinner and the Fable Rise? I don't think it would because he's in
No,
his
because
own...
they're already in a demi-plane.
Yeah, they're
Right,
they're in a Domain of Delight. Yeah. Yeah, but there was a couple bad ones. The Harm would have killed you outright. Yeah.
Francisco, yeah.
Yeah. Immediately.
I don't.
Straight up dead.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that, of course, that's probably an attunement item. But if you'll also try to make sure and get that blade,
Yeah, I'll make the sword. I'm gonna assume you had the sword in your hand, or well, no, you were holding it, so the sword's not with you. I'll create it though. When you come back from the maze, if you're still alive, you'll have it.
freaking.
Yeah.
Damn.
This
To
was
be
in
fair,
technically
Or-
this was in 30 feet of you. I'll give you a couple elite Drow guards. They would have been with you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't trust them much either. But,
That's okay. But they're like CR 10s, so they should be fine. Yeah, I'll give you a
Not
couple
when
of
you
them.
have 13 health.
No, they'd have like close to 70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
honestly,
they're
if,
honor guard.
If,
So
if Francisco had rolled well enough on that harm, it would have insta-killed me as well.
yeah, probably. That's 14d6, I think.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I only have like 32 hit points.
Yeah, and it's necrotic.
52 maybe, but
Yep.
still.
Yep. Yeah, because harm, as soon as
Yeah,
you're
could
down to
have.
1, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it reduces your max HP.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah.
I gotta bounce. Good
Cool.
game, guys. See you next time for our maze adventure.
Yeah. Ooh, I've got a great way to get through this maze. I just
Okay.
realized.
Good.
Okay.